Uh, what's up? We're gonna watch some OTV. I'm gonna watch that OTV podcast. Gonna be pausing and doing a lot of shit. I've learned something from watching other people react to this podcast, so let me try it. Let me try. I should have just. Yeah, let me try reacting to this one. Let's see what kind of opinions I have on certain things that they say. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
That was so fast.
Oh yeah, fuck, wrong browser. Shit, it's the wrong browser. Sorry about that. Oops. Oopsie, and okay, I'm gonna start
Not
again.
good at talking.
Me neither.
So I just kind of go,
Who do you want to beat the shit out of?
Yvonne.
That was so fast.
And fucking yeah. At the start, Yvonne sounds like Ivan, and Ivan, and sounds like my name. So sometimes every time I say Ivan,
This is a joke.
Yvonne, they mispronounce Yvonne. It's like
OTV episode
weird.
20 of our newest season, season 3.
I'm no chick.
Yes.
That's the little hand signs I've been giving off camera.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know you broke up your podcast into seasons.
I didn't know that either.
I did know that actually.
I'm new here.
I'm a real
To
one.
do a real quick tangent, I
No.
believe the seasons are just, they would happen until people stopped making it, and then it's like, I guess the season's over.
Oh,
So
God.
it's an unplanned
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
seems right.
Yeah, that's great. Netflix bought us out for this season actually. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, we're making just oodles of money, which you will see none of because you're a guest.
That's okay. I'm not expecting to be paid for or through anything.
See?
Maybe we should start paying Peter to be here.
No, our guest gets paid in exposure. Okay, isn't that right?
I'll take whatever I can get. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, this is our lovely guest, Peter Park.
Don't know which camera to look at. I'll look at the, hey.
Yeah, not to be confused by Spider-Man.
Did you hear any of
Lovely
that shit?
co-host, Jody.
Yo.
Just like my middle school bullies. Thank you. I like yours. I think.
Thanks.
Are you a Virgo?
Yeah.
Okay, that
I'm the
explains
only
it.
Virgo in the friend group. I think that's weird.
What are the November groupies? Scorpio?
Everyone.
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone. The whole entire roster is November.
The roster. The roster of our friend group.
Libra gang. I think Yvonne's Libra as well. I'm assuming because our birthdays are really close.
I always saw you as a Sagittarius. That's so crazy.
I always thought he's a Gemini. That's so crazy.
You just scream.
Holy
I
shit,
literally
man.
don't know what any of that means, to be honest. I just named one off the top of my head.
Oh, do you know anything about like Virgos?
Not really.
Okay.
Other than I'm one. I actually just like the word.
So what do I say here?
Word. I like the V in it.
Virgo, Latin for giver of life.
Oh, I'm a Virgo too.
No.
You know, it's like upsetting how good you are at lying.
Wait. But the Virgo's like, oh, what do you call it? Like sign? Like
That's all I know about Virgos though.
emblem? Because that's wrong. But symbol is the maiden. So it could have been.
I'm about to look up if this is.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys are fucking with me.
Okay, I'm telling you, the sign, like, okay, like, you know, there's like the
Symbol.
symbol. One of
You do not want to be canceled by Zodiac. Horoscope.
you know how like one is like a scale. Well, okay,
Yeah, that's Libra. So I'm the scales.
yeah. So Virgo is the maiden.
So,
I'm not
so,
fucking with you.
When you say maiden, do you mean like virgin or like?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, that makes sense. Virgo.
a woman.
This is how the Zodiac killer started. He got so pissed off at the Zodiac, he's like, I gotta kill all of them.
Speaking of,
Virgo literally is virgin.
Oh,
Boom.
That would make
Jody,
sense.
virgin.
You heard it. You're hurting.
No. You ever try to correct what you're saying, but you keep fucking up to the point where you no longer even able to resemble the original thing what you're trying to say?
I think that's what I do every day. I'm like not good at talking,
Me neither.
so I just kind of go.
I've realized I'm bad at talking. I forget my words now more and more. I feel like it's old age, and it's weird because I'm like 30, and they're like, "Oh, you're not that old," and I'm like, "Well, then why do I keep forgetting stuff?"
No, my recall is really bad. To the point where like I have a hard time remembering like specific actors,
Same here, buddy.
like their names and stuff, which like should be super.
Same here. Same here.
Look at me, guys. I'm 25. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
kidding.
are gonna be here before you know it.
Okay, wait. I don't remember actors.
No, but like some of them are like super obvious.
Spider-Man.
I can't say it off the top of my head, but like imagine forgetting Brad
Tom
Pitt's
Holland.
name.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's like it's like you forget it, but like it scares you because like you really
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
you shouldn't forget that. You know? So I'm getting to that point.
Holy shit.
We're like, what are you gonna be when you're 80?
Dead.
Dead. You can ask me again and say the word 50.
No, you're not gonna be dead at
Dead.
50. You're not gonna be dead at... No, hear me out. We play video games, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna be sharp. Think about it. Like,
Yeah,
I think I play
that's a
video
problem
games
with
because I'm.
people who play video
no.
games. Short-term memory, I guess.
If you play games, you probably are increasing... I don't know. I think about like you're putting yourself in a new scenario every time
Yeah.
you're having to...
Memory problems.
See, I don't really know how to talk, so you're just gonna have to bear with me as I think of a word. It's kind of contradicting because I said it's gonna make us sharp. I didn't say it was gonna make us smarter than we already are, but I think it will maintain
Like mental acuity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like, you know, you're constantly having to
So-
put it. You're adapting to new scenario. Your brain.
Evolving.
You chose three worst people to discuss about topics at length. You know that, right?
No, what's the word when you're constantly?
This is a fun episode.
You're
Adaptable.
no.
I don't want to say anything. I
Let
want
us
to see how.
help you.
Yeah.
Define it.
Can you use it?
Give me 1 second. I forgot. Like it's gone now because I was so okay. It's like we're constantly.
You said you're 25?
What did I say?
I understand the sentiment that you're trying to
Yes.
say, though.
Yeah, like-
that like video games bring on like unique experiences that you are continually adapting to, right? And it helps you be like mentally flexible, right?
Yes.
Keeps your brain malleable and fresh.
I can feel
like a
Peter's
baby.
pity from across the table.
It would be really cool if they just lowered the camera a
Yeah,
bit.
you guys see a lot of new players. When you play with these new players, do you feel like your intelligence goes up or goes down?
My patience is put to a test that I fail.
I feel mentally superior.
I've been playing Valorant from time to time with my girlfriend, who just this is like her first FPS ever.
Yeah.
And like I realize how bad I am at instructing like basic things, like how to aim, like aim left, like things like I don't know. It feels so obvious to me when I see it, but like I can't like put myself in their like fresh perspective. So I don't even know how to like explain basics. You know what I mean? It's like saying something like aim at them should seem really obvious. Okay, wow, I'm getting annoyed at myself just explaining this.
my god.
Yeah, it's hard.
I understand.
I'll be like,
It's
put the
hard.
down to your
It's
left,
hard.
and then they'll like turn left, and then put. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
stuff that
yes.
like kind of exceeds what you think is like common sense.
Yeah.
But like for them, like video game common sense and common sense are like two different things.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's hard.
Everyone is stupid. They're bad at the game, and they should uninstall. Except for never mind.
Except
you know
for your
what?
girlfriend,
Yeah,
or
Oh my.
Oh my god.
You know, but she's getting better. That is the cool thing to see. Like, new people like improve in the game. So that is nice.
Yeah,
But yeah, I played.
it's hard having to teach someone, make someone who has no idea what the hell is going on in gaming and make them understand and trying to look at it. It's hard to explain things to them, like just aiming itself, the concept of aiming, what good aim is and bad aim is just hard. I make memes. I try to make memes, okay? And for memes to have an effect, it must be relatable, and it's very difficult. I tried. I tried. I tried. Wait. Let me just tell you this. I tried showing the shorts that I make to my parents, and my mom just can't relate to it at all. Like, no relation at all. Can't understand anything that's happening or anything that's going on. It's just nothing. And I'm like, fuck. Yeah. And, oh my goodness. It's just hard. Anyways, back to the episode.
death match in her ELO, and I felt unstoppable. Like, I felt like I was tens. Just like playing Guardian only, headshotting, and in 360, someone like whiffs a shot at me. I whip around, shoot them in the head, and it's just like felt amazing.
Well,
Played
I
on my
think your
main
aim
account.
is really good, regardless.
Play on my
of-
main account, 14th place, or just whatever, just dominated. Because I had such an ego. Because I would start with the sheriff, right? I'd be like, okay, I'm kind of getting owned, but you know what I mean? Upgrade to the Guardian. Okay, I'm still getting owned with the Guardian. Okay, whatever. It's like, okay, I'll upgrade to the Vandal. Okay, I'm still getting owned on the Vandal. Maybe it's because it's a Phantom day? And like, I'm just like making excuses like,
copium.
oh, no, I'm just bad.
Wait, I actually think like ego is half of what.
It's so important.
Yeah, like you actually have to have an ego to be good at Valorant.
I get humbled
Yeah, same.
on the daily.
You have to balance the ego and the arrogance. It's like on a very, very...
Yeah.
And then like it just tips over one day, it tips over the other. I'm so fucking good at the game. Oh, I fucking suck ass, so no, it's all right.
The constant battle.
Yeah.
I feel that.
All right, so let me look at some of these topics. Hold up a sec. What is the first one? Creator Clash. You guys watch Michael Reeves shit on that guy?
Dude,
I saw Michael Reeves shit on
worth
that guy.
every penny of buying that. I don't know the word.
Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. Thanks.
That's actually the first pay-per-view event I've actually ever paid for. I think
Well, Sydney paid for it, so but I watched it, which was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect. I just thought people were just going to flail at each other until they were tired. But then Michael went in with technique. He was rolling. He was dodging. He was like dropping these like quick jabs. And then like the haymaker right after. I was just like, damn.
He looked like a
good.
pro.
I thought
Like,
it was
he
going to
looks
be
like
like a
he's been-
fun event where like people would come in, haha, guys, we're just boxing, haha. And like from the very first couple fights, they're just bloody after the first
Yeah.
round. I'm like, wait, this is for serious.
They're beating the shit out of
Yeah,
each
they're
other.
literally just like, haha, it's charity, right, guys? Boom.
Okay,
yeah.
I was thinking like, if somebody hits me, I think I'm gonna hate you for the rest of eternity. Like I was like, I don't know how I would
Like,
hate.
like
Yeah, or like I would way rather go against someone that I'm not friends with because I don't think I would be
Yes.
friends with you after because because it's like my physical
Your pride?
Yeah, no, not even my pride. Like my body would be like, this person just fucking hit me. Like yeah, I don't know. I would be hesitant to be like, okay, like we're good now.
Graham Steph is never going to be able to look at Michael's face ever again. They're not going to be friends after this.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm sure
I
there are
don't
definitely
know.
some bruised egos after the event. I'm assuming. Like,
But-
even, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like some of them are tough, right? Because remember that one guy from that Haley fought against the other dude? There was like a 60-pound difference in the fight.
Oh, Harley and Aaron.
Oh,
Yeah,
Harley, yeah.
Harley,
Yeah.
yes. That was like, oh my god, like this isn't legal. Like they're like, it's like a heavyweight versus like a lightweight,
Yeah.
pretty much.
For those at home, Epic Mealtime, Harley, and Ego Raptor, the animator.
Oh,
I really appreciated like how much sportsmanship there was in this event overall. I know like I think a few instances that were like a little weird, but like overall, like Harley's speech at the end of his fight after, dude, that was great.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like, what the
that's
heck?
a
That
feel
was
good
so
moment.
sweet. Yeah. Overall, I think it was a really great event, and I actually am really impressed that people dedicated time to the training. Like
Yes.
it wouldn't have been what it was if people didn't actually train for it. But training for X amount of months is like a lot to ask of creators.
Michael was literally
Yeah.
training for 5 months.
Yeah.
I think, like nonstop.
But that's what made it so good was that these people came that you didn't really expect or to like put on a good show, and then like people are like actually fucking boxing.
What's also funny is Michael didn't tell us he was training. We all found out like a month ago, right?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say.
We found out like a little bit after. I found out a little bit before Lily found out, which is hilarious. Yeah. And then I thought she knew. Like Lily didn't know Michael was boxing until like
What?
that one time where like the roster got leaked, and then Michael's like, "Oh yeah, it's real," and she's just like, "We need to talk." On stream, she was like, "We need to talk." That's how she found out.
Oh my God.
She thought he was faking the whole time. Because he was like, "Ha, I'm just becoming a boxer, you know. I just got these gloves. It's time to box." He's like fake boxing in front of her, and she didn't know.
She just has no
Do you
idea.
think Lily was upset when she found out? Would you be upset?
Well, I would be I don't care about the boxing. I'd be upset that if you didn't tell me you were gonna go box.
Oh, he told her though. I was like, "Oh yeah, I got these gloves." But I think honestly, I didn't know what people meant about being like scared for people up until like the first fight where I'm like, "Oh, they're fucked up." Like
Yeah.
you just see their fucking their eyes are like
Yeah.
the bruises and the fucking bleeding. And you're like, that could happen to Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was like. It's kind of barbaric.
Yes.
I was like, it's kind of crazy that we just fight people, but like, yeah, there's gloves and some Vaseline on their face, or I'm like, you're like fucking fighting.
Yeah. Like you're actually like deliberately causing pain to the
Yes,
opponent to
yes.
the point of submission.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Which is why we do it in video game form where they don't actually take damage.
See, or in like Russia, they do chess boxing, where you do a round of boxing and a round of chess. And the round of boxing, I'm not kidding, this is a real thing. And the round of chess. And if you lose any round, you lose the game. Like,
Oh, if you lose either in chess or in boxing,
Yes.
you just lose?
What's the point? Like, or like, what
you're
is?
testing your mental,
Got it.
and then your physical.
Got it.
Suppose I've never chess boxed.
The brain and brawn.
Yeah.
But then every time that you get hit, when your brain.
That's
I think
the
that's
point.
the appeal. It's
Okay.
like, oh, this guy made such a stupid blunder. It's because he got punched in the face.
Yeah, that's like is that the peak of like like physical and like mental like performance right there? Maybe we should do a chess boxing thing next
All
time.
right, only if I get to punch you in the face.
I'm down. That's a win-win. I guess I got punched by Jody.
Who do you see yourself fighting if you were like put into a creator boxing match?
Whoever is also 5'3" ish and 120 pounds, right?
I think there's probably a lot of people.
Yeah,
that fit
like
that
it's whoever.
category.
Who do you want to fuck up?
Yeah,
Who do I want to fuck
yeah.
up?
Who do you want to beat the shit out of?
Yvonne.
That was so fast.
You know, I'm also down to be
Too
the
bad she's not in my
You know,
height range.
I would also fight Yvonne. She's been getting a little too close to my girl.
fuck up Yvonne.
that. You know, and we could just say some bullshit like it's for charity, and then
Yeah.
we could just
And
take rounds.
Yvonne's gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And we'll be like, "It's for charity.
Yeah.
Do you not care about charity?"
She could be the title card, and the second card, and like the third card. She could be all the cards.
Yeah, it was just like X versus Yvonne. Like by the final round, like the main card of it, she's just like this bloody pulp on the ground. Why are we laughing about?
Between each fight, she gets an adrenaline shot.
Oh yeah. What if we like slowly gave her like heavier and heavier boxing gloves too? I'm sorry, I don't know why this is so amusing to me.
I'm down. Like, look, if we want to throw like $100,000 at a Vaughn boxing thing for charity, because then she can't complain.
And she sees none of the money.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, we're joking. This is a joke.
I would love to beat the shit out of her. I'm just saying, literally, the title card could be every person. Like, I'm sure Coast would line up. Coast would literally be like, let me pay for it. You know,
I'm pretty sure Leslie would try to go around
Yeah.
too as well. I'm just curious about it.
that would make more money than Creator Clash.
Wait, who do you
Second.
think you could win against? Like, who do you, if you were matched up against someone in your height bracket, whatever, like, do you think you would win against that individual?
I think, okay, so I tweeted out, like, who do you see me fighting against? Sid immediately replied saying, I would love to fight you. And I think
Sid?
I think Sid would beat my ass.
I think Sid would win.
I think Sid would destroy me. I mean, I think even mostly just out of pure endurance, I think she would just outlast me.
I think she would just have the stamina to constantly, like, bob and weave and then go really ham.
I think I would hesitate to punch her and she would not, and that would just be the deciding factor, you know? I'd be like, Sid, I don't... And then she would just go in for the kill from there. Round one.
Sid's like one of the most competitive people. Like,
Yeah, super competitive, especially when it comes to physical
sports,
things.
yes.
Yeah.
And so it's really funny because a lot of people in our friend group are just like, oh, yeah, you can have the win. No, you can have the win. And then Sid comes in, it's like,
I will have
Cracks
to win.
knuckles.
yeah.
But another interesting suggestion was actually people brought up me fighting Broden.
So that's what I was thinking in terms of height bracket. But then I'm like, I feel like Broden, I'm sorry, he would land one punch and you'd be out.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're like a twig.
I have a lot of like past fighting experience. Have you done training and stuff?
There's no way.
I'm telling you, man. This
There's
is
no
the most
way.
interesting man in the world. He's done a little bit of everything. He probably has like a few titles in Muay Thai or something.
Just know because he's done a little everything, he doesn't excel in one thing.
Jack of all trades.
But I still also don't excel at those things
so
either. Do you know what I mean? Like he's jack of all trades. I'm jack of no trades. Okay.
No, look, you're death matching it up. You're crazy in death
Yeah.
match.
In elementary school, I was in early high school, I was in a like fight club that I didn't want to be in.
What?
A friend would like teach all of us these moves, and then like you'd be hanging out at his house, and you'd be like, "Yo, Eli's coming over. That's crazy. You guys have both been training. You should fight."
What?
And you'd be like, "No, I don't want to." And then like Eli will show up, and you're like, "Hey, Eli." It's like, "Oh, are we fighting today?" And then eventually he just goads us, and you're like, "Fuck, okay."
Okay. So I've been binge watching Euphoria before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking in my head, man, there is no way anyone has had a high school experience like they do in Euphoria. I'm thinking in my head, like, there's one person that lived through Euphoria and had that life experience. It would definitely be Broden, for sure. Hey, you want to do like fentanyl before we go to third period?
I'm gonna let that be in your mind. You can keep that. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I had like the most boring high school experience. I just like played games. That's it.
So I went to a high school that was like that had a magnet program, but like 70% of the kids were like part of the local program. So like you had this crazy juxtaposition of like gangbangers and just like low income household and stuff like that next to like really bright like college bound kids. So you had like nerds and gangsters.
Which one were you?
He was a gangster. Look at him.
Oh shit! He's got the rings, baby. Show
Got
him
the
off.
necklace.
The funny thing is, I think my high school had a really bad gangbang problem before I, like,
Before
got
you
in.
left?
No, before I came. So like, it was just coming off of being like Euphoria high school a little bit, right? But then when I got there, I was like seeing just like the edge of like the craziness because in my first period ever, it was art class, and it was like a class where like kids from all grades were in the same class together, and I remember that there was this like really big girl from
Most
the
of
local
them
program.
was just
Took out a lead pencil, took off the eraser, put a line of Coke out on the table, uncapped the other side of the pencil, so it's just like a tube, and she just snorted Coke off the table. First period of art class.
It's like, welcome to high school, bitch.
Dude, I was 12 years old at the time.
I mean, that sounds pretty Euphoria. Like,
Yeah.
I think you're the one that
No, the thing
lived.
is, I never had an experience like that since I went to high school.
You only need one.
Yeah, but like that was my first period ever. And
I would probably not even know what that is. Like at that age, I would
Yeah.
have been like, I don't know what she just did.
Oh, sugar. She brought that to class. That's crazy.
yeah, I don't know. But like 12-year-old me was like, this is my life now. I'm just surrounded by people doing coke in first period. It's crazy. But yeah, that was nuts. But
I'm
yeah,
trying to think of my high school experience. I think there was shit going down in my high school, but I wasn't aware of it until like later, or when people would tell me like, "Oh yeah, that person was on coke" or whatever, and I was like, I had no idea. Like my school had a really bad heroin problem, but I had no idea.
Oh.
I had no idea. I remember I did have a friend that would constantly experiment with drugs, but she was like the only one in our friend group, and she would just go ham. And I remember we were sitting in geometry, and she like took shrooms or something at lunch. She turns around and she's like,
high school. I was a nerd.
"Pupils are
That was pretty okay.
like, huh?" She's like, "I just took shrooms." And then I just see her sitting in geometry, kind of going crazy. And like that was my really first experience with it. But nobody else like did anything at my that I know of.
I was in the debate club and I was in the chess club.
That transition.
So I could not be further apart from the gangbangers from my school. Like literally, like I was like classic nerd. Like,
were you a good student?
No. Well,
See, I was in the
No.
same boat where like I was like amongst the smarter, harder working kids, but I was like the dumbest of the smart kids.
same.
There,
People,
same.
I think we had we had like crazy like people at like debate like people who were like award-winning,
dumbest of
really
the
good
smart
orchestra, like
kids.
that. I was never in orchestra. I was just like I was a loser amongst the losers. But it was fun. I liked it.
My debate club, I wasn't in it. Had like the one kid who went to Harvard for my school kind of thing. Yeah. So I think that I was not in those kind of clubs. Like I was in DECA, which was like it was like a business club, but it was like you don't actually do any. Like we went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And like
Did you do good business at
You
Disneyland?
do business there? Wow.
we went to one business conference, and pretty much the business conference is here. Okay, sell me this, and then you just kind of go and pretend to like present this fake product, and that's it. And then I went to Disneyland.
Do you think the people running those things like they're like we're basically scamming these children?
No, okay. So the thing is, I'm not paying anything to be part of DECA, and the other thing is like, there's actual, I guess, like tiers. I think like there are schools where their DECA clubs like really like renowned. They're like, oh, you were part of DECA from this school. You're very good at business. Like, we'll hire you. My school is not. Our school was just like, yo, let's go to Disneyland, and like we didn't like score very high on our DECA tests. but like it was fun.
Kind of sounds like a cult. I guess high school clubs are kind of
High school clubs are very cultish.
Yeah. It's like a sorority kind of thing. Like you're like, oh my god, you were part of this sorority? I'll hire you because I was part of that sorority.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me in debate. They're like, you part of debate?
What'd you learn in debate?
Public speaking.
Really?
Okay, yes. Like, I shit you not, they forced you to do, like, the debate club president, she forced everyone to take, like, tournament, like, debate like, sections. Like, you could not be a part of the debate club without joining tournaments. And she forced you to do public speaking in front of judges.
Wow.
And it's like, you had to get better at public speaking or else you're fucked.
Do you think that helped at all in terms
Absolutely.
of your transition
I
to...
had no debate club. What I had was choir.
I used to stutter all the time. Before, at the
Yeah, my high school experience is the only extracurricular that I really can say that I have the club is only choir because it's the only club out there. Choir, it's the only club, and choir and video games because all our classmates, a bunch of us would play video games at a PC Bang or a computer cafe, internet cafe, PC Bang. Yeah, near our school and play video games there. That's just my high school experience. Anything else? Not much. I try to be a gangbanger, but I'm not really one. Never have the guts to go in a fight.
beginning of high school, I stuttered every sentence. Almost. And at the end of high school, I don't stutter that much.
Wait, so in debate, would they just be like as soon as you stutter, like, hey, like minus points, or like, how did you?
You caught that, right? Okay.
Fuck!
I couldn't tell if it was on purpose.
He stuttered during the word stutter.
I got nervous, okay? No, it's like how you present the information is how you get like points. And like especially during the there's like a serious debate which is like LD and CX debate, which is like 1-on-1 and 2v2, and like you need to present like a lot of information in like a relatively short amount of time, and you need to be clear about it, especially the judges. So it was like you had to speak well, or else people can't understand you. They're not going to give you anything, you know.
Like the aesthetics of speaking was just as important as like the thing you were talking about.
Especially because some of the judges were just like normal people. Like they just hire like a random person, and it's only at the very, very like the finals of the debate like I don't know, the playoff bracket or whatever, where they would hire like actual like debaters that can understand anything no matter what speed you go at and can process all your possible arguments like instantly. Those are the like, and so like if you got like the random like mom and pop like people, you had to be clear and like concise, or else they'd be like, what the fuck, you're just gonna get like a 0.
You had to appeal to the common man.
Yeah.
Wait, did you choose to sign up or did your parents make you sign up?
Isn't that the point of debates?
Yeah. What am I gonna say? Yep, yeah, my parents.
No high
Like,
complex
temp for a lot of
stuff.
things. The tennis club, the other stuff, and for tennis, like I remember going and like I was like so scared of like social aspects of tennis. I like quit the first day. I like ran away and I like told my mom I'm not gonna do it. And I think after that, she's like,
I haven't gotten any water.
I'm like, okay. You'd be surprised how many times you hear the joke "master debater" when you're in the debate club in high school. It is a lot.
I bet.
It is a lot. I would do it for any other joke in the world.
Master
I
debate.
quit piano in a similar fashion because oh my god, this is so embarrassing. My mom basically forced me to take piano. I did not have a knack for it. I think it was mostly actually just my own laziness and unwillingness to practice, so that when I actually went to class and was clearly unready, it made me feel bad, and the teacher was really strict. Like she would slap my fingers with like a ruler when I like would misplay, and that was like really traumatic for me as a young child, where I had a meltdown. Like I had a tantrum in my mom's car, and I said, I'm not going back. I was like crying, but the thing is, I had my homework out and my pencil in my hand, and I was going like this over and over, and I actually stabbed myself in the cheek with a pencil. And like the pencil, I remember my mom was freaking out. The pencil was just like hanging off of my cheek. So somewhere on my face, there's like a little light blue mark from where the pencil like I'm not sure. That might just be a mole because I have a lot of moles, but like
I don't know.
there's somewhere on my face a slight light bluish black discoloration.
I think I see it.
Yeah, it's like somewhere
Yeah.
right here, I think. Yeah, that's where I stabbed myself in the face with the pencil.
Well,
I was a
thought it
dumbass
was
kid.
part of your,
Why?
Oh. Yeah.
you know?
That's what I'll just sell it as.
Damn.
Yeah, I did that. And my mom was so horrified that I did that. I think she thought I did it intentionally when it was not, that she let me quit that day. Nope, yep, you're done. No more piano class for you. Stop stabbing yourself.
I quit everything I was in as well. Except for DECA. That shit was lit. I just hung out.
Yeah.
That one was like, I hated anything that made me have to be in public. So I would not been able, like, in debate.
Crazy.
I was part of tennis, but that was also like for fun. Like we just signed up front, kind of for jokes and memes, and then we like made the team on exhibition. So like we would just like show up, eat snacks, fuck around, and then leave.
My team had like a state qualifying, like state winning tennis team. It was like the only thing that the school was good at and famous for. And I was like the tryouts were like serious. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, yeah, my school was the opposite. My school's not good at anything, I think.
Oh.
So I mean, I was chilling. I was really chilling in all my clubs that I did stick with.
I like looking at the alumni list. Do you ever look at the alumni list on your wiki for your old like high school?
I did.
No.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt went to my high school.
There we go.
Marilyn Monroe went to my high school as well.
Oh.
The guy who invented internet porn, I think, also went to my high school.
That guy's the most popular. Yeah.
One guy invented that.
Or like
Yeah.
he
Revolutionized.
or like I think he created like the first internet porn website, something like that.
Interesting.
Well, the grandfathers of internet porn, essentially.
I think I had the co-actress of Xena Warrior Princess, and she was like the most famous person from my high school.
I didn't have anyone go to my high school. My high school was new. Like,
You know the song Vitamin C? As we go on.
Oh.
Yes.
That music video was apparently shot at my high school. Yeah, so there's like, my high school is like
kind of famous.
Kind of famous. Van Nuys High School. So, yeah.
He went to like a really good one.
I feel like your high school is probably the Euphoria
Yeah.
high.
Maybe, but like, yeah, we also weren't. That's so weird though, because like, of my classmates, I don't think anyone got pregnant. I think like the local students got pregnant. I think like the magnet program, no one got pregnant. One girl had sex, and then someone like her boyfriend, I think, told people, and then like everyone knew her as the girl that had sex. Even though and we were all like, oh, she had sex.
Wait,
It was
the
like,
boyfriend that she had sex with was the one that told everybody, and she's the one that was.
yeah, I know. Down with the patriarchy. Exactly. Yep. I know. But yeah, like, but I think it was more just like
Damn.
we were like all like shocked, like, oh, they actually did that. That's crazy. And like I'm finding out later, like, oh, like other high schools, people just fucked all the time. Like that was super common.
I think people fucked all the time. I don't know. We had the rumors as well where people were fucking, but it was never confirmed.
Yeah.
I don't know if people were fucking all the time in my high school.
I also went to one kickback in high school,
They want to fuck all the time, but they can't.
and yeah, I thought at that time like, wow, this is crazy. We're drinking alcohol. I'm only 16. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm also finding out like when I went to college, like a lot of my college classmates like, oh no, we fucking had ragers in high school all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was so pure and innocent. Same. That's crazy. So I don't know. Maybe I just like completely missed out on like,
Underage drinking?
or like just like, sorry, not missed out. It's like maybe I just wasn't part of like the groups of friends that like did that
those
shit all the
things.
time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like you know,
Would you?
drinking only happened in college for me.
Is it even
I mean, I
fun?
think that's better.
Yeah.
Underage drinking?
Article.
Yeah.
All you do is get wasted and freaking puke all the time.
That
It's
they
not
want
fun.
you to do it in high school so that they can guide you. Because when you're in college, they can't help you.
That is true.
Yeah, but nobody's parents are guiding the people who are doing it in high school.
I do kind of want to be like a cool parent
Yes.
in terms of like, it's like, yo, son, let's get fucking blazed up
Okay,
right now.
No, never mind.
No. I would want to be like, I want to provide like a safe environment for my kids to do stuff.
It's so
that they
cringe.
don't go out and like die, you know? Like, hey, like just don't go overboard, have fun.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna have kids, but I want to be the cool uncle where the kids always like, man, I want to. Cool Scar came over today. You guys are lame. Why can't you be as cool as Uncle Scar? I'll be like, that's me.
Uncle
you know?
Scar brought heroin.
Jar's like, I can't do that one anymore.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if my parents could have changed the way that like, or how they acted would have changed how I received like partying, alcohol, whatever. I don't think I'd want to drink with my parents. But I guess, the argument would be like, if you drink with your parents and you're less curious, so you don't go off and do it. Or
Yeah, I just want to provide them. I would want to not. I wouldn't be there. I think I would just like provide a safe environment for them to partake, and also like check in to see like how they're doing. Like I don't want them to be like slamming like 30 shots on their first try and they're like dying of alcohol poisoning on my floor. But like just be like. Just see, like, you know, if they're a little drunk or hungover, like, whatever, just, like, give them whatever they need. Give them the good shit. Like, hey, this is, like... Oh, right, no, sorry.
This is the good
Oh, sorry.
push.
I meant more like, what is the drink called? Where it's, like, the hangover drink. You see, this is my bad recall.
Oh, like Pedialyte?
Yes, Pedialyte.
I didn't
Because,
know
like, in
what you were
college, I didn't know about Pedialyte. And, like, I would have loved to have known about, like, hangover, like, techniques and stuff.
Like there's no cure for
Stuff
hangover.
like that. Oh my god, hit him with a liquid IV.
16.
Holy.
Oh my god, are you that dehydrated just to go for your IV?
I think the parents that do let their kids do it in high school are in that boat of like you show them the limits, because I think like movies make you think like, oh, I do like 30 shots in one party and that'll like kill you.
Yeah.
So like parents would be like, nah, like you can probably do like 5 and like you're good. But then also like
True.
drinking with your parents kind of normalizes it, so it's not. For one, it's like if they think they're being like rebellious, like yeah, my parents are not gonna. Versus like I do this with my parents, like this is
Not as cool. Not as glamorized.
Yeah.
I would never want to drink with my parents.
I wouldn't, I think it could be fun. But I wouldn't want to
That's
do
a
it all
cool-
the time. Like,
That's a cool take when it comes to drinking with your parents. If that happened, if I drank with my parents, probably one of the. Nah. I hated. Okay, when it comes to being a high school, that normalizing thing, that's something that's good. It's just religion. The religion part of my high school experience is what I hate the most. I hated it. I hated every single part of it. Because it never was a good experience. It's always something mandatory and feels like restricting. Religion felt so restricting and not liberating at all. That's what it felt like. Until I grew up at this point and realized, oops, the health benefits of all these things are actually good. It's just hard when you're high school. I definitely went through a rebellious phase and hated everything. Hated, yeah.
if I was in high school,
Every Saturday, you
know,
just drink
like-
with your parents. Hey, what's up?
I think I would like to get high with my mom once.
that would be fun.
I think that could be funny.
I always think my parents were like straight laced, but like I don't think they were. Like because like some of the things that like I remember my parents found out that they introduced me to drinking, I guess, in China or whatever, just to get me like used to it. And I don't think they were like surprised by anything. Like if I told them I just smoked a pack a day, they'd be like, "Wow, I'm surprised you hid it from me. What's so well, you know?" I think they were like, especially in China, you can drink whenever. There's no drinking age. You just fucking,
Oh, I didn't know that.
there's a suggested drinking age.
I see.
But like you don't ever get caught. You just drink when you're like 12. It doesn't matter. Like it, and then everyone smokes as well. So it's just like,
Dude, I saw, when I did Chengdu as a high schooler and seeing like middle school age kids like just smoking packs of cigarettes, I was just very culture shocked for sure. It was crazy.
they're nuts. They're so cool. Yeah, they're so sick.
Like because you hear about like middle schoolers, like rebellious kids,
Yeah.
like smoking, like haha, but they're just like walking down the street with a pack and just smoking, and like it's casual. I'm just like, holy, that's crazy.
Holy shit.
We had a DARE program, so we never did that.
Yeah, no, Derek kept me away from every. Yeah.
Do you guys remember that old like, I think it's a tobacco or like Truth commercial where it's like this old man walks up and he's like he's got something on his throat and then he starts singing like, "You don't always die from tobacco.
Oh, I remember
hated that.
Sometimes you just lose your lungs."
I hated that commercial.
I remember that commercial.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Present in my brain still.
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, he's like using like a robotic voice.
Yes.
And yeah, I remember that.
It's like to scare people. From
I think this is before your generation, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just a young buck. You know.
I sometimes forget how young you are. Like
Yeah.
actually.
Why? Because I act old?
No, it's more just like me, you, and like John.
Yeah.
We came up with Streamer Camp season 1 together, and I kind of just like equated us all with like, mentally, my brain was like, oh, we're like all like within 3 years.
Well, that's what I think of the entire, like, okay, after high school, I really stopped thinking about age when I
Yep.
met people. So
Same.
I just think of everyone as like my age.
You're going to jail. I'm kidding. Anyway, no, yeah,
I meant it.
I think especially in this industry where like people are like crazy range of ages.
Yeah.
Like it. Sometimes for me, like lately, I've been feeling like I've always been 30 or like over 30. But I was like, oh no, there was a period of time where I was in my 20s. Like my friends remember. Some of my friends remember me when I was in my 20s. There was a time. But like, yeah, it's weird. I have this mental shift where I feel like I've always been like 30 or older, even though it's only been like less than 2 years.
I've always been on the older spectrum of the friend group. Always. Like I'm lucky that Edison exists because he is the dinosaur, and I'm like the younger dinosaur. Like, and then like I just assume everyone else is like some years younger than me. It's like within like a range of like Jamie to normal.
Jamie. I keep forgetting how young she is.
Wait, I literally, like, in my mind, everyone is 20 something. Like, literally, just everyone's 20 something.
Like,
just
it blows
because
my
I'm
mind.
20
Yeah.
something.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Myth,
think of anything.
Jamie, they're
27.
22. That's crazy to me.
They just graduated college.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, Jamie just turned 22? No
Or
way.
I think she might be 23
23.
now.
I think Jamie's 20.
I think Jamie just turned 23.
Yeah.
And Myth is younger.
And Myth is younger.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I said Jamie to.
Yeah, crazy. I really don't think about it
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't think
but
about it that much.
Yeah.
I like it better this way. Like,
I do like it better this way
Yeah.
too. I feel like there's like less of a gate.
Yeah, when I was in high school, it was like, oh my god, you can't be friends with the seniors. They're senior. I don't know. It was like such a, and the seniors don't want to be friends with you because you're younger. And now I'm just like, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. Okay, but the senior to freshman, it was different. Okay, like you didn't want to be friends with freshmen because they like. Okay, I think the age difference between when you are a freshman to a senior is a lot, but I do think that 25-year-olds and 30-year-olds are at different parts of their life, but in terms of just general maturity, is pretty, you know.
Thank you for doing that for my benefit because
Yeah.
I mean, age gap between me and my girlfriend is like 25 to 30.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's fine.
But it is crazy that like, you know, shift it 5 more years down, like 25 to 20. It's like,
Just
bruh.
different parts of your life,
Yeah,
you know.
I do remember. Yeah, it's crazy because I remember one of my friends in high school. He was a freshman. We were both freshmen, and he was dating a senior. And like back then, I thought like, dude, that's so cool. You're dating a senior. But like looking back, I was like, oh, that's like kind of predatory.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an adult and a child.
Yeah.
When
like,
I was in 7th grade, I had 2 girlfriends that were dating seniors in high school. And I used to be like, oh, wow, that's crazy. How do they, like, date a senior? And then now I'm like,
Oh, that's crazy. How did they?
that's
date a
trouble.
senior?
That's trouble. Also, one of them ended up pregnant. She has 2 kids now. But I'm just like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I feel like if my parents knew if I was dating.
That's why they wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this podcast.
age, we don't understand
No,
why that's
not
weird.
at all.
I'm just shutting the fuck
Or,
up.
like maybe we have an inkling, but like not really. But like looking back, it's like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah. I actually almost feel like high school was just yesterday because it was such a.
She really is young.
Core memory. For
Sorry, not like a. It was because it's such an influential time. Like, it's really your world. Like, school is really your world for majority of my time. Like, okay, like I was in school until I was 18. Like,
It's a big.
it's a huge
School until I'm
chapter.
26.
So it feels very like close by, even though it's been many years since I've graduated. But because it was so much of my life, it was like so much of what I know.
High school was more important to me than college because in college I didn't have like a very close friend group. In high school, it felt like a lot of people were more connected, but in college, you had to like put a lot more effort.
I feel super similar.
And also like I was just traveling a lot, so I only had like 1 or 2 people or 3 people that like I hung out with. College for me was literally like becoming pro, like league player, and then like at some point, 16 credit hours before I just quit college. And now if you look back at my grades, I'll be like, what the fuck, this guy sucked at college. I skipped finals for one class. Wait. I'm wondering if I said I skipped a final for one class to go to a tournament. And I begged the teacher afterwards, can I please let me retake your final? He said yes, and I was like, oh, thank God. Then I skipped this next final, the retake final to another tournament. I never asked him again. I just took the F in the class. I was like, you know what? It's too embarrassing. I cannot do it. I feel so...
You know, you should email him.
No, please.
I mean, it's so far out now that I'm sure like the professor like doesn't actually care.
Yeah, he probably doesn't remember.
Just be like, hey man, just letting you know, like I appreciate you giving me the second shot, and I'm sorry that I didn't go, but like you know, I'm fucking rich now, so like
I'm a balling.
yeah. So like I wasn't like I'm thinking in his head, he's probably thinking like, oh, he's like a lost cause, like he's just not motivated, and like he probably is not doing well in life. But like you know, like just
School isn't everything.
Yeah.
And you went a different path.
Yeah,
exactly. School isn't everything. Holy shit.
It really is.
That reminded me. There's a TikTok recently that it's like a guy saying like having mandatory classes in college and like only being able to miss 3 makes no sense.
And I want to make YouTube everything.
You should have 3 absences and you're out. I don't pay you for this class. I can show up whenever I want. Like I'm the customer here. And it's like, yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Wait,
Like,
I never had mandatory.
I did.
What? So I don't get it.
If you don't attend X amount of classes, you automatically fail.
What?
yeah. You didn't have that?
No.
Really?
I think for me, I think it's pretty common where like lectures are not mandatory, but like the discussion sections with the TA, like the smaller classes discussing the lecture material is typically mandatory.
Why the fuck would I have to? Sorry. Why would I? Can I swear in this? I forgot. Why do I need to? Why would I need to show up? Like, what if I'm just doing fucking fine? What if I like get my notes from my classmates? Or
I honestly think at a certain point it's like an ego thing. Like seriously, I think
The whole
like
system's fucked.
I think professors showing up to like a lecture and it's like empty or something, or like it has to be an ego thing, right? Like, cause like what, like how does it like actually impact them that students aren't showing
because
up?
like your money's already paid.
Yeah, you
Like,
just
can't-
fail the students, right?
Yeah.
It just looks bad.
But like for me, it was like every class had that rule. Like every
Oh,
so
yeah.
often you'd have a cool.
Same here.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
I did notice that it's more common in like
Yeah, for me, it's like that.
where there's production involved, because I had like I was like a media art student, so like I had a lot of production courses, and I noticed that like the classes were like if I took like art history or something, those typically weren't mandatory. But if I took like a video class, those were for sure. Like if there was a class where I created projects, those were more mandatory.
That's so funny because mine were the opposite.
Mine would be like every class would be mandatory. No, major classes as mandatory, things like that. But the thing about it is when the quiz start coming out, it'll be like, yeah, you're gonna fail even if you absent a lot of times. I don't know how I fucking survived college, man. Oh yeah, I just spent 6 years in it, 7 years in it. Fuck me. Yeah, just spent 7 years in college. Eventually, you graduate.
Really?
Mine were like if you had like film history, that teacher was like, you need to be in class. You gotta be learning your history. And then if you had like cinematography, he's like, oh, you have a shoot? Yeah, go do the shoot. Like you're gonna learn more there than here.
Yeah.
That actually makes more sense. I don't know why they did the opposite. Oh, to be fair though, like the discussions were mandatory. So like what happened was like they wanted you to like talk with the TAs about your projects, and like so it wasn't like it wasn't just like you were learning anything. It was like more like hands-on stuff. I recently found my old Vimeo account that has all my like student projects.
Yes.
And almost all of them have my ex-girlfriend in it. So I just burned that thing to the fucking ground.
Oh my God.
Burned it to the ground. I was like, nope. Like, just like seeing her like makes me cringe. Not because I like have anything against her. It just reminds me of that period of time.
Wait, I feel very similarly. Like if something reminds me of my ex, I'm like, oh, Not even because it's not about them. It's more like the me that I was when I was with them.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I'm gonna be honest. I was a terrible boyfriend to my first girlfriend. Like awful. Like we were each other's first everything, but like I was like extremely insecure, like very like passive aggressive, argumentative for no reason. Like I think a lot of my insecurities like came out in like very negative, like toxic ways, and like I took it out on her. And then like it's like our breakup was like a huge period of me like figuring these things out and trying to be like better essentially, and never being that person again. But so like when I see myself from back then, I'm just like, I feel like I'm looking at a different person that was able to like inflict those wrongs. Yeah. Oh God, it's cringe.
But I mean, yeah, honestly, it's good. We should cringe at our past selves because it means you've grown. And like being that self-aware is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than reminisce on your
Yeah.
past self.
Oh God.
That is something. I'd rather cringe.
Yeah. I didn't delete.
Yeah, I'd rather cringe at my past self rather than have me reminisce and think it was the glory days of your life. That is something different.
The account, but I logged out instantly and just like closed everything. So there is an account out there that has all those videos, but like
Nice. We can have a cringe compilation.
Or you can fake new girlfriend onto old one.
that's normal and not weird.
She might appreciate that.
Don't do that.
Do you guys ever discuss your exes with your current?
Yeah.
And like, do they ever get like a little jealous?
No.
Okay. So like there are times where like my girlfriend will, it's not like she's being toxic, but she's like, oh, I kind of wish we experienced these things first together, as opposed to like it being someone else and then
No,
me.
I don't think that. I mean, that's just because you love the current person that you're with. You like,
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So like I understand that, but like sometimes I could just see the look in her eyes like, damn it, I wish it was me, not her. I'm like, it's fair. But,
I'm also not like talking to John about my ex, like, oh my God, there was this one I'm more like, oh God. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm never like, it's never in an environment for him to really be jealous.
Yeah, like, what is it? I went to Seattle a lot with my ex, and then I just recently went to Seattle with my girlfriend for the first time. It was her first time, and I was
What's
telling
in
her,
Seattle?
Like, the places I've been. It's like, oh yeah, like why'd you go? I was like, oh, it was with my ex, you know, like that. So like, I remember I have a lot of good memories like being there, but like it was not because of my ex necessarily, but it's because I love the place so much. So yeah.
If anything, she got to rewrite those memories with you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Deepfakes aren't bad.
Not literally, okay?
I mean that's kind of
Dude,
deep
deepfake
in the literal
technology
sense.
is scary.
Yeah,
I haven't seen much of
it's
it.
getting so good.
It's getting so good.
Watch the new like Kendrick Lamar music video. He deepfakes like 6 faces onto himself, and they look pretty good.
That's kind of scary.
It is scary.
Wait, yeah.
Dude, I just thought about like the potential like propaganda that you can do with deepfakes, and it's terrifying. Like you could basically simulate anyone doing anything.
Yeah.
And you could just use that to slander them. Like, imagine if I like created a video of like, I don't know, let's say Broden like doing some kind of crazy sex stuff, but it wasn't actually Broden, you know? But then I just
No, imagine the porn that would be made from
It
deepfake.
looks like
I
him.
don't
Look at his
like
face.
that.
Yeah.
The porn that would be made from deepfake.
You know?
But if you think about it, now you can say, oh, that's not me, it's a deepfake.
Yeah.
There's a number of so deepfakes have gotten a lot better. You can also simulate speech now. Like there's programs where you put in, like they do it with like a lot of presidents because there's so much just like public audio of them that people could probably do it with you guys. But you take their audio, you put it into the program, and the program basically knows like, okay, this is what an A sounds like, E sounds like, I sounds like, and then you can literally just like type a sentence,
Oh my God.
and then hear Jody say that sentence.
Yeah.
Wait, we don't even have to stream then. We just
Oh my God. I could hire someone to be me.
you could have a VTuber VTube you.
Yeah.
That's the next level.
This is the future.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
I could be in the Bahamas, and then I could be like, "Hey, what's up, other me? You doing good?"
Wait, you turn on the stream, you have the VTuber, you just have a laptop where you type whatever the fuck you want to say,
Yeah.
and you're in the Bahamas, but your VTuber
I'm-
will
the thing
say
is,
what
I'm just
you
chilling.
say.
The thing is, you don't even have to do any of that. Your VTuber just types it out and it speaks using his voice.
It's
So like zero effort on your part.
just genius.
You just hope that the VTuber's
I'm
funny.
I'm just. Oh shit. Well, but, I'll be in the Bahamas. I'll be chilling. Oh God. Okay.
What's in the Bahamas? Just beaches?
You know, I always dream of like, man, vacationing would be so fun. And at some point, we're going on vacation this year for sure, right, guys? You know, we're going.
All I want to do is travel.
That's all I want to do.
Sure. I think I traveled so much when I was like in my early 20s that like traveling for me is like not as cool as I thought it would be.
Oh.
And like I love the idea of traveling, and then like when I'm there traveling, I'm always like, I'm kind of chilling. I don't know. I kind of want to go back. I think I love traveling for like a period of like 1 week, like 1 week to 1.5 weeks. I'm like, I'm fucking great. This is great.
What were you traveling for when you were in your 20s? Like, was it for vacation? Was it for work?
It was for tournaments.
Oh,
I
well,
traveled
I mean,
everywhere.
I think that would change your mindset, right? Like you're not on your own time.
Yeah.
Like
But-
that would probably
Yeah,
affect how I do it.
I think I'm excited to travel again, but I'm also just like, I kind of like being a homebody.
I'm a homebody too, but as soon as I'm out, I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah, it's
nice.
not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I think just like there's something nice about being a homebody, but I also feel like it's not fulfilling.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
way
I am
travel-
a lot
not
of
fulfilled.
times.
I am
Yeah.
not fulfilled at all.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I live with this guy, right? And Danny, and I think I stream a lot. I do. Okay, last month I hit like 260 hours, which is the most
Damn.
of time I've streamed in the last 3 years on a month basis.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah.
Danny hit 340 hours that month, I think. Danny streams the most of anyone I know, period. Anyone in our friend group, he streams literally from like 9 a.m.,
Oh
10
my
a.m.
God.
to like midnight past every day.
Yep. Our apartment is like the 3 levels of streaming. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's like him he still does 60, like 40 to 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then me, who does about 60 hours a week, or 60, 70.
Mine ranges more. I think mine's like between 20 to 60.
Yeah.
But
And then
like-
I'm like consistent 60, and then Danny's like, oh,
110.
yeah, like a 90. So like I'm just like, yeah, we should get out of the house. I didn't think I'd live with someone who streamed more than me. I wake up every day, he's streaming before me. Wow. Sometimes he streams when I am, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god.
Wait, that's funny though because Danny's also like, if you're like, hey, we're going out tonight, he's like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not lately.
But
Like,
I was gonna say, I think Danny's on just the radiant grind.
he's on the Valorant grind right now. But like
He's on the roleplay grind right
the
now.
thing is, he's like enjoying himself so much
Yeah.
streaming that like I'm just like I'm not gonna pull you away from
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
he's so funny.
He's
actually.
a machine though.
He's so funny. But it's interesting that we moved in. And it's so funny because like we moved in and we still don't have our living room set up.
We are working on furnishing our place. It's
It's been a work in progress for 4
say it.
weeks.
Wait, I actually feel similarly about our place. I like furnish my
No.
room and then I'm like,
No.
That's what
Our
I like
place
about.
is like
Yeah, I'm just starting out.
And then
I have
it's
like
just-
0 viewers right now,
we have no
so
table, so it's just too big.
But streaming is pretty
That's
cool.
literally gaming on it, and as our like tables, and then we have a wall that's just boxes, like cardboard boxes that we're supposed to take
Like
away.
break down and throw
Yeah.
away.
do you have a TV?
No, that would be normal.
Head on over to Best Buy, guys. Just
It's just like we have spent so much time just in our own rooms, like
Yeah,
streaming
yeah.
and working, and like, dude, for like the past like several weekends, I haven't even been home. Like
Yeah.
This guy travels more than anyone I know.
I went to Boston, I went to Washington, like Coachella, like so many different
Yeah.
events.
We're going to EDC in
going-
4 days.
Yeah, we're
5
going to
days.
EDC
it's
soon.
like 4 days.
Yeah, it's 4 days. It's this week.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. so-
That's what I said when I was like, so I don't have a ticket yet. I don't have
Yeah.
flights booked.
Same. I'm in your boat.
You're going?
I don't know.
So like, I still think I'm gonna go, but like I tell people I'm gonna go for 2 days.
I'm not going.
You're not going?
I canceled.
I feel like you should go just for Vegas and not for EDC.
I don't even need to go to Vegas right now. Like, I have
was
not
telling-
done anything that I want to do in a really long time. And I was like, and I don't really like festivals. I don't want to go. I was
Okay.
like, oh my God, I don't have to go. And now my weekend is free and I'm going to do whatever I want.
We were spending all week talking about how we were only going because of Jody.
Yeah, that is true.
Wow, that sucks.
Wow, she's changed.
You know-
She's changed. Oh my god.
I have to say, I think Jody has more discipline in terms of not being guilt tripped into things.
It's true.
It's more just like I feel like I have just constantly been doing shoulds. Like I should do this. Oh, I should go. I should rather than be like I want to. And I have not done a lot of wants. And so now I'm just like fuck it. I am staying home.
I do the exact opposite where I do too many wants and not enough shoulds. And then I'm like, oh, my life spiraled a little too hard the other way.
Really?
Yes.
But are you fulfilled?
Not on probably the opposite aspect of you, yes. But like on the other end, like it's fucking burning. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to fix some fires.
The house is on fire.
Yeah. It's like I'm sitting in there, I'm like, yeah, I could live here, but like I would like everything to be good. So I'm too much on the other spectrum. For
Really,
sure.
it's just the balance.
Yes.
Peter seems to have a good balance. Really?
I think it's more just. It's okay. I was kind of getting burnt out on travel a little bit because I just wanted to just like fucking lay in bed
Yeah.
for a little bit. But it's been good. I just dating Anita has been awesome.
What am I doing?
These new experiences is awesome. Like she's not involved in the streaming world in any way whatsoever. So like just kind of showing like her like what like my kind of life entails, I guess, has been cool. And yeah, it's been good. I will say though that I realized that traveling kind of made me. I have like a toxic mindset when it comes to always being productive during travel. For some reason, when I'm home, always being productive, not that important. But like when I'm traveling, I'm like, I should somehow be productive on this trip. It's like, why am I doing this on this trip? Why can't I just like enjoy the trip for what it is? You know? Why do I not have this like sudden urge to be super productive when I'm home? Like, it's like weird. So
Well, maybe it's because that's the content that you are seeking right now. That you want to do more lifestyle content and fulfill you.
I don't though.
Okay,
It's more just like I think it's more just like I'm worried about like, oh, am I streaming enough? Like if I'm away like while traveling, I'm obviously not streaming.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have to pump more streaming hours when I get back. Like I stress about that stuff, but like when I'm home, I'm like, I don't really feel like streaming.
Yeah.
Who cares,
I mean, that's, I think, really why streaming is consuming. And that's probably one of the reasons. Because, like, we can't really leave without thinking about work.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I do work all the time on Discord, and I also talk to friends on Discord. So it's like, when I talk to friends and I see like a little bubble pop up, I'm like, shit, that's a person who's doing like something for me, right? I have to talk to them immediately. It's like I'm never out of work.
Yeah.
yes.
Ever.
I know.
Because like Discord and like is like where I do my work.
Yes. I actually had a very similar problem when I was talking to my therapist. She's like, yeah, you're kind of available 24/7. I was like, yeah. She's like, don't do
Create
that.
Facebook.
Like,
Make
how are
Facebook.
you ever supposed to relax and quote unquote clock
Create
out
an
if
alternate
you're
Facebook
always
account.
available? I was like, oh yeah, you make a lot of sense here.
That therapist probably says that a fuck ton to like every streamer, like because I think it's a very common like undercurrent, like just with all of us, like we are constantly kind of like tapped into streaming in some way.
Yeah.
I talked to a workaholic recently, and she was like someone who's like super hardworking. And she said the most important thing she's learned recently is how to take one day off a week. And I'm like, what? And she's like, no, it means literally the world to just take one day off a week. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. I'm like, really? It meant more for her than anything else. I was shocked.
Yeah. Having me time, I'm like, oh God, yeah, I can just do whatever I want, whenever I want, at this one time. Okay, cool.
For me, I feel like I have my me time. My me time for me is like staying in bed. So
Yeah.
like, a lot of time, no, I do that every day. So like that's why I'm like I always have my me time, and so when I wake up, I'm like I should be productive. But I don't know if that makes sense. Kind of.
Wait, what do you mean?
So like my me time is me staying in bed.
Right.
The longer I stay in bed, the more me time I have. But I do that every day.
Right.
So like because of that, I always feel like I don't need time for myself because I make that time. I stretch my mornings to like afternoons to evenings if I feel bad or like I feel like I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And so because of that, I always get up. I'm like I need to be productive or I want to be productive in some way, shape, or form.
I see. So you're saying like bed to you is me time, but as
Yes.
soon as you get out of bed, you're like, well, it's time to be productive
Yes.
rather than go on a walk with Peter. or
There's like
something
no
as a
me time
different-
out of bed.
Yeah,
Yes.
got it.
My time in bed on my phone where I'm fucking watching people's streams or like fucking reading, I'm just like this. And I'm like, oh fuck, it's like six already. Okay, I need to get out of bed. Ugh, and I get out of bed. And then my day is boom, productive.
John was telling me, he's like, Judy, like, what if we just woke up at 9:30 every day? I'm like, okay. He's like, well, would you be more fulfilled? Because generally, I'm the same. Me time is like laying down in bed or like doing whatever in my room, but it's never like anything quote unquote productive. He's like, what if you just started your day a little earlier? Because then you would have felt fulfilled by your me time, and then you'll like kick yourself to be productive at a later time. And I'm like, yeah, but that means I gotta wake up at 9:30, and I'm not gonna do that. So, but maybe I could. Maybe 9:30 a.m. Jody's coming up, and
I'll join you for 9:30.
I actually want it.
I'm just trying to do a thing where like I like go out like once a week or something just to make sure that like it's nice. Like I was out the other day eating, and I was like, oh fuck, it's nice to be out with people.
That's what I was actually going to ask after this podcast if you guys want to grab something to eat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yay.
No,
I wasn't inviting you. I'm just kidding. You can come. Anyone can come.
I think that's why I feel a little more fulfilled lately, just because like being in a new relationship.
I
Is, like,
fucking hate this guy.
dude. I'm sorry. I feel kind of bad because I
do
keep
not feel
bringing it
bad.
up,
No.
and I wonder if there's like exhaustion.
This
know.
podcast. So let me
I'm just
topics. So do you ever talk about your ex all the time to your current ex? So I'm like, I just was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, all the fucking time, guys. Shit.
Scar, like I'm just telling you, man. We all collectively have very high standards, but you are just a incredibly attractive machine.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's true though.
like seriously that me time thingy. I'm very kind of like Scar on this one. Yeah, I spend most of my me time laying in bed, and yeah, after that I try to be productive as I can. So here right now I'm trying to be productive by reacting to this new podcast that we have.
Literally someone out there for everyone.
Yeah.
Look at Peter found someone.
This guy found her in. It was a unicorn. It was a unicorn. I'm convinced this guy just got lucky.
I did.
He literally he went out, rolled like several 100-sided dice, all hit 100 on all of them, and was like, oh, there's Anita.
I did.
I mean, Anita's like, she's amazing. So
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
But I actually enjoy hearing you talk about her because I can see how happy she makes you.
Yeah.
And like Peter in Love is like peak Peter.
Yeah.
You know?
She makes
So
me very happy.
I don't mind hearing about it. Like I want you to talk about her.
Yeah, but like, sorry. But yeah, I was just gonna say like she helps me introduce like more balance in terms of, because like it's very easy to just like hermit and do your own thing for a while, but like, you know, she brings me out more to just like go outside, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever feel like being unbalanced is okay? I feel like
I don't know. I think that in general,
yes.
our day-to-day should have balance, and it's okay to be like off balance, obviously, like a couple times, but I think I am unbalanced every day, and I occasionally find balance, but I would say it's like 70-30.
That's me. But
So
it's like,
that's where I don't
it's like
think
80-20
it's okay.
or 90-10.
Yeah.
I mean, I find unbalanced to be like when you notice that it's like affecting you negatively in some way, but you persist knowing that you're just kind of putting up with the negativity.
Wow, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like even if like it doesn't hit like the modern work-life balance like ratio, whatever that is, like if you are like fulfilled doing it, I don't really see the issue. Like who are you changing up your lifestyle for? Yourself or like some like standard set by like, you know, other people?
Well, mine is like I am not fulfilled, and I'm overworked, and I'm burnt out, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my 70-30 really needs to go back to 50-50.
I agree. Holy fuck.
Yeah, like you know that like it's affecting you in a negative way, so
Yeah.
like some change is needed.
Yeah.
You just need one day to rest.
If some guys on their
One day, couple days, just not rest. Sometimes I do that,
95.5 or something,
but sometimes I just keep on the grind, man.
any
Yeah.
like aspect of their life is really big.
I'm feeling inspired again, trying doing it
I'm
more.
always really impressed by creators because, okay, usually what happens is like when people make it big or whatever, like really big, they like blow up off like some random thing, some lightning strikes a bottle kind of thing. And then you can tell they're just on the grind for like the next couple months or next like couple years. I know people who have elongated that grind really long. I know people who have done like a short amount of it, but the grind immediately following the success is always like, to me, like wild. I'm always like, holy, that's
because the
like,
drive.
this guy is fucking hustling.
Yeah.
Like, so hard. It happened to like Pokey. It happened to Ray. I think I saw you doing it a lot too. And it was just like, as soon as you get the success, like the capture, it's like the next couple of months, I'm just like, oh my God, they are fucking hustling.
Well, I think those are the easiest moments to hustle, right?
That's true.
Because I think that generally streaming is one of those jobs where you actually don't really see a lot of correlation with like direct success and work. But during those months where you are like seeing that growth, you're like, all right, this is where it will equate to success. Like I will put in a little more effort and I will see a little more growth. And those are the months where I'd say like, yeah, that's worth it. But I think as soon as like that stops happening, then it's kind of like, you know, relax.
You relaxed yet?
No. Well, I also don't think I'm on the grind either. If anything, I'm trying to find some sort of
I think
Like find your groove.
I think the people who are able to find a balance it's really hard.
Yeah.
Like, even like no matter how successful people are, like you can tell when it's not really well balanced.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think streaming also like is like I don't see any people really do it well. Like a balance of
Oh no,
Yeah.
Because like especially when you get uber successful for streaming, like the best thing you can do is just stream more.
Yeah.
Like Uber, like we're talking like concurrent 5-figure like a 20K.
Yeah.
Like the deals people get, like the $1 million deals, are because they stream a lot. It's like kind of crazy. Like up there's no deal that you can get that's worth more than like essentially whatever, like your stream essentially.
Yeah.
It's just really weird.
Yeah, like streaming 12 to 15 hours a day is like
crazy.
is technically not very good for you in the long run. But like during the grind months, I think that's like but like every day that's like a lot on your body. You're probably not sleeping very
Dude, when
well.
Hassan posted his hours for last year, was it?
That
That
was
motherfucker.
crazy.
Dude,
I didn't see it.
$350 a month every day.
He was
every month.
he was addicted
He
to the grind.
he was streaming
Yeah.
2/3 of every, I think, no, 1/3 of overall hours of the year.
Holy shit.
Something
Yeah,
like
that's you're addicted to the grind.
that. It was nuts.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy streams more than anyone.
Yeah.
It's a monster. Yeah.
Holy fuck. I stream like 60 to 80 hours a month.
That's great.
I think that's what
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
that's great.
See, but it doesn't feel great. Because I hear about Hassan streaming 300
No, it's
an hour.
because everything is like compared to the others, right? Like I know
Yeah.
definitely when people live with me, they get pressured to stream more. Sorry,
I don't feel.
never mind. This guy's fucking.
I don't feel pressure, but from you guys, I feel pressure just from myself and my community, because like I just feel bad.
I know what you mean.
That's why like I started instituting like a community stream day where like I orient my content towards like interacting with my community more, just so I feel more of like a bond. with
These
the
people
that-
are talking about people who made it. How about people who are starting out?
Okay, this sounds egotistical. It's like
It's just hard.
for watching all my Valorant streams. Do you know what I mean?
Just once you put someone there with a 0 viewer,
I think I used to feel a
Streamer.
lot of pressure by the amount of
but they think has potential.
like in the past, like I would feel like bad that I would
There's
do, like
no way.
60 to 80 hours compared to like others like 120 to 200. But now it's just like I really realize I've been
Reacted to the
20 hours
OTV
zone, 60 hours
podcast. It
zone,
was
and,
like,
I
holy shit.
didn't feel much happier in
Yeah.
the 200-hour zone. Like I'm not in that aspect of my stream, or I'm not in that phase of my streaming career right now where like where you're saying like you
Yeah,
put in like
yes.
the incredible amount of
Yes.
hours and you immediately see like the you reap the rewards of doing it. The only thing I see is that I streamed an incredible amount of hours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I
I
personally
do.
just think one of my strengths is streaming a long time, or like enjoying it a long time. So like, I can't imagine a month I stream under 150 hours. Like, I actually think if you check my last 30 months, you'd be hard pressed to find a month under 150 hours.
Probably.
But just because like I enjoy it, I think
Yeah.
there's some number between like 150 and 250 where I'm like, that is too fucking much. But I don't know, and it's different for every
Yeah.
month. But like, I think generally speaking, I just like streaming.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, I actually feel very similarly. I fucking love streaming. One thing I hate is being on camera, which VTuber, but also like I hate everything else that I have to do
Yes.
with streaming. Like
Yes.
I don't want to do sponsored streams, but I have to pay the bills. And I don't want to do all the things that like the little things that I have to do and all the meetings and all this random shit that I'm like you didn't have in the beginning when you were a small streamer.
Yeah, like dude, I used to stream 180 hours
Yes.
a month.
I feel like I was in the
playing
same boat.
PUBG to no one. I had no sponsors. I didn't even have like alerts for donations. Like I was not focused on the financial aspect
Yeah.
whatsoever. And there's like kind of like a beauty to that,
Yeah.
you know?
Because it was a hobby, and I don't want to sound ungrateful because I am grateful for this opportunity to stream and to have this job. But it's actually just like I wish that I could just degenerate stream. But there's a part of me in the back of my head that's like, Jody, this is a finite time where you will be a streamer, and therefore you need to grind and do everything that you can and all the shoulds so that you can like.
So I'm so
Retire.
far on the other spectrum that I'll put it this way: haven't had a sponsor in 4 months, and like I turn down the like whatever sponsors that come up, and like I literally stream just to stream, and like, but I think that's really bad.
When the sponsors start coming in, you just said to have it.
You're this way,
Yeah,
and like
I
we're
mean-
both.
Just because for your retirement
For sure. I
plan.
think I also think like I'm at the tail end of where like I am on one of my trots where like literally like because my career has been like high low, high, low. I'm kind of near like the trough end. I'm hoping it goes back up. But I realized that when it goes back up, you are a lot more busy. Like you just like talk to more people. You have these meetings where like you're not really streaming. I think for me, I always stream, and like everything else that happens in this thing, I just push aside. So like I'm definitely exact opposite spectrum. I don't have meetings. I don't fucking do sponsors. It's just stream nonstop. But I don't feel like that's super all the way fulfilling. So like I need some of the part you're at.
Yeah. I have too much of it. You can have some.
Yeah.
And then
give me some of that.
We'll be in the middle.
Yeah, we'll definitely be in the middle. So every week we have viewer questions on our podcast. Our first viewer question comes from Nameless R. Do you think there's an age limit to start your journey as a streamer/content creator?
I think I'm a pretty good example that there is not an age limit.
I think that if you're really young, it's a little scary to start, just because I think there's a lot that's bad. But there is no age limit, technically.
I think there's no upper limit. There should be a lower limit.
Yeah.
There's a lower limit.
I think there is. I think it's harder the older you get. Maybe in some way, shape, or some way, shape, or form. I think some of the times I feel like popularity, the easy stuff to be popular with also requires to be somewhat relatable, and it helps when you're
Yeah.
similar age as your viewer base.
Yeah.
As you disassociate from the age, it becomes harder to be successful. I think you can still do it for sure. Like there's people who are like fucking 80 making Minecraft villages who are popular on YouTube. But those are the exceptions and not the norm.
Right.
The norm is almost always like they're similar aged.
Yeah.
So I would say you could be any age, but like it's maybe a little bit harder the older you go.
Yeah, I see relatability being like a huge factor for why people watch in the first place.
Yeah.
And while I don't think there's ever like a hard limit, it definitely will like limit your make it less likely for success depending on like how you define success. So yeah, but like in terms of lower limit, I completely agree in that like we need to protect these young minds.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad I started streaming when I did, which was I think I was like 17 or something.
Yeah.
Like if it was any younger than that, I wouldn't.
Honestly, I wasn't even unhappy to start
17
streaming when I did too, like which is like I think 27.
Yeah, like that's great.
Yeah.
If anything, I wish I streamed
You
later.
started streaming when it's
Have my
27.
success, but have started streaming now, I think I would have been a lot like more fulfilled or something.
Yeah.
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 My theory is that the sweet spot is like 16 to 26 because that's where you're like most in touch with culture. Because like you're in school, you're surrounded at college, you have all these peers that are giving you all these other like mindsets that you're the most kind of well-rounded individual at that time. Because then once you're out of school, you start to lose touch and all that stuff because you don't, unless you're really good at keeping up with it.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like because of our job, we will be way more in touch with culture than like someone a similar age in a different career field.
Yeah.
I don't say we'll completely be in touch, but I think we'll be more acquainted with culture.
Yeah, that's what the problem is.
I also see
need to
how
be
much
in
effort
touch.
some people put in to stay in touch. Or like, my example is Toast is actually, I don't know if he does this on purpose or if he just does it because it's like what he does. He watches every show. Do you know that? He almost watches every popular show that exists. And I think he does that just to stay in touch. So like a lot of times he'll make references like really, really current shows. And I'm just like, motherfucker, this came out like a day ago. You watch this already?
This guy's doing extra credit, man.
Yeah, no, he's doing extra credit. I'm like, does he do that to stay in touch? Because like I think he does. And like he can't help himself to not do that.
He's got the current stuff and the older stuff. Like
Yes.
he'll reference things where I'm like, you've seen that movie?
Yeah, exactly. Like he is actually like one of the most on top of like cultural references I know. And I'm like, what the fuck? This guy like his homework after the stream is he'll watch. I've seen him watch stuff. I'm like, why are you watching this fucking Roman TV show? Is this good? He's like, no. And I'm like, what? But like, I think he puts in a lot of effort. And I'm just like, some of the current stuff just fucking whatever, just goes out my mind. When Sid was like, oh, that TikTok, I can't get it out of my head. The one the wiggle wiggle it folds. And then after she said that, I saw like it show up like on Twitter like 7 times. This motherfucker did it. I literally saw it show up so much. It's so funny. But like before that point, I'm like, man, I'm not like in tune because I don't use TikTok.
TikTok is the thing that keeps me in touch with current events. I Dude, even if I did what Tuss did, was like watch every fucking show, I would not be able to have the recall to like have like clever like callbacks to like these references. You know what I mean?
I also
So-
just be bored. Like I don't really watch a lot of TV. But TikTok is like I could do TikTok.
Short form, it feeds into my adult brain.
You're
I need to be on TikTok just so I can. I see so much. I don't
Read
have a TikTok
books.
account. I don't have TikTok installed.
That's the problem.
So much TikTok on Twitter.
This is why I can say I may have a theory here. This is why they're probably having troubles with their memory because of the short form content and the long form one. If you're actually trying to make callbacks and references to the shows and movies that you watch for long form, that might help you with your memory and makes your brain active in thinking things. That's just my opinion. It helps your brain active and it's productive to your work. It still relates to your work by making those references, so it's still really good. It's just that it's hard to say that you're not trying. It's just fucking awful to say that and to hear that you're not trying. Maybe just say, maybe try it out. Okay, you start with I have nothing else to say. I'm trying to talk like I'm giving advice, but it's kind of like that, huh? Probably it's like that.
I might as well have it installed. Like it's actually crazy.
No, you honestly.
I have a favorite TikToker, and I don't use TikTok.
oh my god.
That's crazy.
It's a cooking TikToker from Japan.
Oh,
Yes,
Kobayashi or something? No, I'm following like five.
He is the most disgusting TikToker I know. The food TikToker, like
In a good way or bad way? You say disgusting.
Yeah.
disgusting as like disgusting. I am you. Okay, I'll put it this way. One of his most popular videos, he finds molded rice in his rice cooker.
I saw that TikTok. Oh my
He takes
god!
it out. He cuts away like some of the molded parts. He puts hand soap on it, washes off the rice, and then cooks with it.
I saw this TikTok. and
I'm so
it was-
sorry, Jude.
because I thought it was a meme, and then he ate it, and I was just like, he lives in filth. He's like a dude.
He fascinates me.
If mole people existed and like survived through like a nuclear wasteland after like everything was destroyed, I imagine that's how they would live. Like this guy.
He's the most fascinating man in the world.
Wait. Like he actually ate it, or like the camera
Yes.
cut?
No,
and
no,
ate
he
it?
No.
actually ate it.
Like,
Like there are cuts, but you can tell that is the same food.
yes.
Why? For what?
I don't know.
I don't-
Like
Only-
he just lives like that,
Yes.
and he decided to share it.
He just lives like that.
Like his place is just filth, and everything. Yeah,
I wash my feet before I get into bed. That is my hell.
you are like
That
the
is my
opposite
hell.
of this
Yes.
person.
This guy uses it.
This person would eat your foot.
Yeah. but yeah, I love him. It's so fascinating.
I'm so curious what your algorithm would be. If you
I
had
am
a
so
TikTok.
curious too. I gotta install it just to see.
Like my algorithm, I think TikTok tests you. They'll like send you like one
agree.
thing that you don't like necessarily care about
Yes.
at all, and see if like is he watching the full thing. I wonder.
Yeah.
Because now I'm on D&D TikTok, and I've never played a game of D&D in my life, or like I played one kind of, but not really. But then now I love D&D memes. Like I'm all in on the D&D memes, bro. But the thing is, I have never like fully engaged with D&D before TikTok.
That is so
You know what I
funny.
mean? And
I do think they send you random shit. I'm constantly pressing not interested.
Oh.
I feel like my For You page randomly refreshes, and I'm like, what is this? No. And then I stop going on TikTok for a while, and I come back, and it's like, oh, good again. And I'm like,
I keep tricking my algorithm because like thirst traps will show up on my feed,
Ah,
and I'll watch
tricky.
the full thing waiting for the twist. But
Wait,
there's no twist,
yes,
and it's just
yes.
a thirst trap. I'm like, oh, and then like I put not interested, but every now and then there's like, hey, this girl might be your type.
It's like, we know you like it. Come on.
Yeah.
You watched the whole thing last time? Come on, don't. Were you puritanical? So what's going on here, man? But like, there are times where I watch the full thing and I was like, that was kind of a pleasant viewing experience. But then I hit not interested because my
the principle.
morals.
Yeah.
My
Principle.
morals.
Of course.
Yeah. Because
gotta
like
get a
it
TikTok.
used to start with like thirst trap, and then the guy appeared,
Yes,
you know,
and then
they're
they
like,
do
they're
something-
like, and I'm like, you know, you got me. But then this time I was like, oh, I saw
Oh,
it before they edited it into the guy. Oh shit. Sorry, guys, I'm just a pervert. Fuck.
You said it.
All right, second question by Shadow Skull 259. Did we just make up these names?
I think these are real people.
I think they are too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for digging into
He
that
just
name.
fucking. He said your nickname sucked.
No,
Yo,
no, no.
Shadow Skull 259.
Yeah.
I think your name is cool.
If you had one object from any movie, show, video game, what would it be?
Ooh, like a prop, or does it actually work?
It's
I'm assuming it's
anything.
worked.
The click remote.
You
The
still have
ultimate
it.
nullifier.
Don't do it, Broden.
I feel like it would be a prop because
I think it would be what's real, right?
really,
Just whatever.
Was it?
There.
Let's just say, well, what if, let's answer it both ways. What would you have if it was just a prop?
Oh.
And then,
okay. Well, for me, it would be the Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII, Squall's Gunblade, because I've tried looking into like high quality replicas for that thing, and they all are just bad. You know, like you see a replica, it's just not quite right. You know, and like I have not seen like a good one that I would want to actually keep. So if I could get a functioning Gunblade, that would be fucking sick.
I recently bought like a Morpheus / Neo outfit, and it's so funny because I wore it. But I after I wore it, I was like, I'd like to have like a better fitted one from like I don't know.
The ring, the One Ring.
Just in general, I think that'd be really funny. But
It's just
like,
the One
to have
Ring.
like a functional thing. Harry Potter one would be interesting.
Oh yeah, see, like now that just opens up
Wondering,
any
Lord of
possibility
the
of
Rings.
functions.
What?
Yeah. Magic. You just introduce magic to the world.
Yeah.
I would also probably choose magic,
Yeah.
selfishly.
Okay. The Cyclopses. Oh wait, that wouldn't matter because I don't have its eyes.
It says object, right? So I can't do like Pokeball with a Pokemon inside of it, right?
What Pokemon?
It could.
Yeah, what Pokemon?
Something that flies.
I was gonna say something that flies. I was thinking like what object? I'm like a flying car from Star Wars, even though I don't really care about Star Wars, but I would like a flying car.
What was that? Can you say that again?
I don't really like Star Wars.
We're trying to be relatable.
There are flying cars in
I
Star
think
Wars.
plenty of people
I
don't like
think-
Star Wars, but it's not that I don't dislike it. I just don't love it.
You don't care for it.
I don't care for it.
good
I'm
answer.
indifferent.
I think a lot of people equate being indifferent to hating, which is
Yeah.
just not the same.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I mean, or like it's also fine to hate Star Wars. Like that is also a valid opinion. But I think people take too much offense when people don't care either. You know what I mean?
I definitely know
I
what you
do.
mean.
Sorry, I do want to take this moment to say that Leslie hates adventure in movies.
What?
I've never. That's like Leslie. This is one of your flaws. You hate adventure.
Wait, what is-
Like she doesn't like swashbuckling, like pirates, traveling, like Lord of the
Like
Rings type
adventure
things.
movies.
Like
Yeah, sure.
yeah, anything where they're like looking for treasure or going out.
Like a quest.
She doesn't
Wait,
like.
didn't she really like that movie with the guy jumping off the helicopter or
Uncharted?
whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, I think she liked that for Tom Holland.
Yeah. She told people it was a good movie. It was not bad. And then everyone watched it because of her recommendation, and they said it was the worst movie they've ever
really,
seen.
yeah.
It's okay. Leslie can have one flaw, and her flaw is that she has bad movies.
Okay. Also, speaking of, what is the statute of limitations of bad mouthing something you were sponsored for?
Usually, I like to put it at 2 years.
2 years?
I don't know.
I will like. I've done it twice, ever. I think.
Bad mouthed.
Yeah, and one of them was the sponsor didn't pay me, so I was like, "Fuck
Ah,
this."
fuck that.
And the other one was, I just think, it was just something I talked about, and it wasn't like I fuck this. It was just more like okay.
Because like sometimes, like I will also avoid bad mouthing things that people were other friends were sponsored for, even though I wasn't sponsored for it, just because like I kind of
Same.
I feel bad, you know. Like it would be really awkward if they show up to the stream. It's like, oh, Peter said this is dog shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, even like after the fact, even after their sponsor is over, like I tend to try to avoid it. But like I remember. I found out later that some people were sponsored by the Uncharted movie, or they went to some sort of event where Uncharted was like the main theme or something, and I was just like, "Ooh, I really didn't like that movie." Oh, same with Morbius. I think people,
I don't know what that is.
People were sponsored to see Morbius.
no people went to like a red carpet viewing or something for Morbius. I'm pretty sure never mind, I shouldn't say. Anyway, but like there are people that met
Jared Leto.
Jay Leno. Yeah,
Jared Leto.
did I say Jay Leno?
You said Jay Leno.
I thought that you
Sorry,
like
Jared
knew something
Leto.
that I didn't.
Wait, is it not Leto? It's Leto.
I'm actually not sure. I've always said Leto, and then recently I've been hearing Leto.
Oh, I've always said Leto.
I thought it was Leto.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's
He's a 50-year-old man.
Okay.
Is he 50?
He's 50. Doesn't he look like
What?
30?
He's 50.
that doesn't make
Here, I'll
sense.
pull up a
I'm like, I don't know.
He was in American Psycho, which surprised me, which actually makes a lot of sense now if he's 50.
right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you ever watch like the new or the old Suicide Squad?
No.
This is Jared Leto.
Oh. He's 50?
He's 50.
Yeah.
He's a real vampire.
He wears sunscreen. Why does he look like that?
Probably.
Sunscreen.
He was in the band 30 Seconds to Mars. He was the lead
Was he
singer.
really?
Yeah.
I loved that.
He was
band.
known as a musician before an actor.
You know
Wow.
what's funny is that when I found out that he was in 30 Seconds to Mars, I liked them less. Is that weird? I don't even necessarily dislike Jared Leto, but it's just like something about that like kind of was like, oh, ew.
What the fuck?
He was just a hater.
I guess so. I think it's more just like I heard like all the weird shit that he did
Oh, he's
on like
weird?
movie sets and stuff. Like he's like a method actor.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Like the
For Suicide Squad, he like mailed weird stuff to Margot
Oh,
Robbie.
that's who this is.
Yeah.
We were just talking about them.
Yeah.
You were they sent her pee or something.
Yeah, he sent her something weird.
The point of acting is acting.
Yeah, I think that's
pretending it is real.
yeah.
Or he might have sent her a dead rat or something.
I think both.
You're so
I had a
nonchalant
dream
about
about
this.
dead rats last night. I had a nightmare.
What?
Yeah.
Who sent them to you?
Scar was like, "Tell me."
Yeah, who sent them to you? Was it John?
No. I had to walk in. I was in a. It was a bunch of friends. We were at an Airbnb, and this Airbnb had a problem, and I think it was in the air or something. And so all of these rats were around, and they died, and they were like these just gross, decrepit rat bodies, and I had to walk all over them. And then there was these like kind of like robots that had cameras on them, and they would come and circle the house, and I was hiding behind a beam, and I was like, okay, Judy, you have to make a move, you have to get out of here. And so then I had to walk all over the dead rats to grab all my belongings, to run to my friends, and then Nobby was there, and I was like, Nobby, you're gonna get seen by the cameras. Nobby, sit. And then I woke up, but I woke up because Mabel was going I was like, Mabel, what's wrong? I woke up really delirious because my cat was screaming, and she never screams. I was like, are you okay? What's wrong? And she's just staring at me. It was fucking weird.
Maybe she could tell you were distressed.
Maybe I was like, maybe she tried to wake
She
me
saw the
up
machines.
because I don't know.
Do you know? Do you think my cat knows that he's waking me up when he steps on my face when I'm sleeping? I'm still curious about this.
Yes.
Because he's not. There is no objective. He just walks across my face.
Yes.
But he doesn't even meow. He just walks across my face. And then sometimes he sits on like my head.
I love cats. Genji does that too. Well, he doesn't walk my face. Genji would come and suckle my neck to wake me up, like lick me, and he's like, "Hello, like it's time to eat. I want to eat."
Dude, Winry never wakes me up. She's my princess, a precious little princess.
Mm-hmm.
Peepo steps on me with the fullest of force. Like it's like
Wake the fuck up.
there's like normal walking, and I feel like he's just going like just like hitting me essentially. I love my cats.
I love cats. I really do. They're just fun.
They're so stupid.
They're just. Are you gonna get a cat?
I feel like
Dog?
I live. Okay, I want a dog, but I definitely am not responsible enough
Yeah.
to care for a dog yet. Why
Yeah.
do you agree so quickly?
Well, because I know Sydney, I would say, is incredibly responsible and is struggling. So I would not recommend a puppy to
Yeah.
really anyone after seeing Crash.
I live with Lily through two dogs, through two puppy phases, and I'm just like, oh my god! Like
Yeah.
I know at some point Lily is wanting to throw the dog into the trash can, and I'm just.
Yeah, I
like,
mean, it is. I mean, though, you kind of, you're like, holy fuck, this is so much work. But you love them
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
But it's like, dog is not easy at all. Dog, I feel like puppies are very disruptive to your life, and then they will adapt to your life after like 2 years, whereas cats are a little more like, they adapt to your
I want
life.
a genetically cloned like dog, but like with cat tendencies and something that just doesn't. Yeah, like
No,
maybe
it's the puppy phase.
Maybe when I don't
It
have to
is maybe
feed,
just the puppy face.
I just want like a genetically cloned like
Get a fish.
not.
I think the trick is to have a puppy when there's a lot of cats around, so he imprints and thinks he's a cat.
So you're telling me I need to get at least two cats and a puppy to have a puppy.
Wait, but
To have a puppy cat
Crash, wait, Crash is around two cats, and he is not cat-like at all.
Yes.
But how, like, when was he would see around dogs at all before meeting cats? Like, I'm talking
No.
like birth.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
No, because he had a litter.
yeah,
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
problem.
just
If you want-
strip the dog from the mum.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the children.
If
The
you
mum.
want, if you want a real puppy cat, yeah.
Great.
I would be afraid that the cats would get imprinted from the dog, and the cats would be like the dog and start shitting everywhere and being weird as shit. Yeah, no, thank you.
I saw a really cute toy poodle in my apartment lobby, and now I want a toy poodle. And I was really thinking about it. Like,
Yeah, for me, it'd probably be fish.
about taking it to go.
Nope.
To go potty.
No
out,
cats,
and
no
then-
dogs.
No,
Just
I don't.
probably fish. It would be hard
So cute.
I haven't seen them.
to take care of fish.
This is not good for like the audio, but like I'll look it up as you guys continue discussing
I
stuff.
love the idea of having a dog. I
Yeah.
grew up with two
Yeah.
2.5 dogs, 3 dogs, and like I love having a dog there. But like taking care of the dog, I'm just like, damn, I can't take care of myself.
Yeah. I would also like. I like the idea of a dog.
Yes.
Don't want one
Fuck.
until maybe I'm like way older.
Yes.
I own a farm.
I always say until I know I've settled into a place for more than 1 year is when I would consider it an animal. Every place I moved into, everyone else has had animals. COVID, the animals in our friend group went from here.
Yep.
COVID, boom, boom, straight up. And the price of animals also boom, straight up.
Honestly, Sid, God bless her soul. Like there was inklings in my mind of thinking about getting a dog,
I was very similar.
and then yeah,
I was very similar.
I was like, I am not nearly as
I
responsible.
am not ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am not ready.
When we're watching a show, it's like, it's time for me to feed Crash. I'm like, are you watching the show or feeding Crash? What the fuck? Oh, it's crazy. No, she is.
But you get to technically feed your dog at whatever time. Like I set up, my cats have an automatic feeder at 9 a.m. I feed them at 10, or sorry, they get fed kibble at 9. I feed them at 4 and 10, and 11.
They
Like
would-
wet food.
I
4
would
and 11.
forget or something, and they would feast on like Winry.
Okay,
And
no,
And then
I
Peter
have-
would be like, "Where's my cat?" Like, oh.
Feast on people first.
I actually don't think you would forget.
I don't think you'd forget either.
Or okay, I forget. I lose track of time, but I don't forget to feed my cats. I have a phone, like a reminder on my phone every day.
Are you trying to get me to get a
I'm
dog?
just saying,
I'm
like
gonna
it's
be
not.
honest. Yeah, I need reminders for everything except for my cats. I actually, I am so forgetful. I never forget to feed my cats.
Yeah.
And I feed them manually every meal. I don't even use a timer. I only use a timer if I'm gone for like a longer portion of the day. But I feed them when I wake up. I feed them lunch, and I feed them in the evening.
You know,
Yeah.
it's only been the last 6 months that I've had to use Google Calendar because like I lose track of stuff a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I have to fucking use this
Yeah.
now. But like, I would put like feeding animals on
That's
every day.
fine. I have a literal phone reminder every day at 4 and 11 that says feed cats. Even if I don't like, I know to. It's just I don't know what time it is. I'm like, oh my god, it's already 11. Okay.
Did we all answer the prop question?
What was the question again?
I said Harry Potter wand. He
Oh.
said Gunblade. You said
One object from movie, show, video.
I think a Pokeball. Even if it meant like I didn't get the
Only
Pokemon, I think having a Pokeball would be really useful if I could use it on like other objects or things. Like imagine if I could put people in Wintering to a Pokeball
Yeah.
and just like they're just like in there.
Oh, and they
just-
were happy.
Yeah, they're just happy in there and chilling, and then I could just like travel with them.
Yes. Wait. I don't want to steal your answer, but that's a really good one.
Sorry, I just thought of an answer. One of the gold doubloons from Pirates of the Caribbean, so I could be immortal.
But the price of I guess you would be okay with the price of
what
immortality.
was the price of immortality again?
You become like a zombie.
I think he says, "I feel no pain."
No, I don't think you would like it. You don't enjoy the pleasure of the flesh, so you can't enjoy sex, and you also can't enjoy food. I don't think you would like it.
I don't know if Broden lives for sex or food.
I have no taste.
He doesn't live for food for
I
sure.
feel like Broden
The
lives
drink
for
doesn't
adventure.
quench.
You know?
I guess if you could die on your own terms, like, oh, I've lived
Yes.
every experience. and-
I agree with that.
I'm
kind of sense of
assuming I
immortality.
get the whole chest of Cortez, so at any point I could do a blood sacrifice and get it back.
You really thought this through.
I just thought of it right now.
You really thought it through that right now.
Who would be your blood sacrifice?
Isn't
Yvonne.
it? Wait, I forgot. It's like the first person that stole it, isn't it?
I don't know.
Is that how it works? I
Are we
don't remember.
just defaulting Yvonne for some of these?
Yeah, I just defaulted
Yeah, it'd be
on.
fine.
I'm down.
And I wouldn't do the whole neck slit. I just a little cut on the
Yeah,
hand.
just a tiny little.
Oh, that's right. You didn't need to kill them. You just
Yeah.
need their blood.
Yeah, just a little blood.
Oh, then that's
That
no
seems
problem.
easy peasy. That seems like too easy.
I feel like we just keep taking from Yvonne, and at some point Yvonne's gonna be like, "Can I get something back?" And we're just gonna say no. It's like, is everyone okay with that?
Dude, I'm imagining, like, what if, like, you have the gold,
You're so mean.
you're immortal, but then you, like, contract, like a fucking chronic illness that would normally kill you, like, you'd waste away, but you just don't die, and you continually waste away, but you're not in a mental state to, like, fulfill, like, the contract
The
and
blood
die.
pact or whatever.
Yeah.
And how
And then
does-
you are literally just wasting away for all eternity.
So I would be like the Davy Jones pirates. The Davy Jones pirates that are like, part of the crew, part of the ship, and I just kind of evaporate into this ship.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds awful.
I don't know. I suddenly forgot every movie, show, and video game in existence.
That's how I feel.
Oh, and another cool one, the Iron Man suit. That'd be pretty sick.
No.
That would be sick.
Wait,
The Spider-Man suit, the new one.
That'd be cool.
I like the newer Iron Man suits.
Even just his web shooters would be cool.
I can't do it, remember?
Oh, that's right.
I'm plagued.
I'm
I
sorry?
physically can't.
I physically can't put down my third finger. We have talked about
Watching it fling
it's
itself
just,
back.
it's like literally not possible. So I can't.
Is there like a cool object inside? I guess like the time stone would be cool. Like being able to locally
See,
control
that's
time.
that's what I would want the click remote for.
Yeah, but he went.
But like doing that is way cooler than using a remote control.
Doing this.
Yeah. That'd be way cooler. Also, portion was totally silent, but I just did the Doctor Strange motion thingy.
If I could have one object.
What's the last movie you thought was cool?
What movie? No, what movies have I seen lately?
You saw the game?
I hated that. That was literally.
We saw that one movie,
What was the game again?
Sean,
Okay.
the
horror
TV
movie?
show.
No, Sean was like, Jody, you
I
really
feel
gotta.
like Sean is equated with like a lot of bad movies you guys have
Dude.
been watching.
No, this isn't a bad movie. It's just a frustrating movie.
The
It's
last
bad.
Oh,
the last TV show was pretty.
I mean, like, I'm like watching it, but it's bad in the sense that, like, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, it's stupid. There's a lot of plot holes.
The game. You remember the game?
Was that thing with
That
three
movie.
different?
That movie.
No, Sean.
It's a David Fincher movie.
Sean's a special
To
one.
me. Yeah, I was just like, why would I watch this? This was a waste of my time.
See, we saw that with like Scar and other OTV people. Sean loved it so much that he brought it to you guys to watch again.
What a gift.
I actually just watched an anime movie recently that I hated called Ride Your Wave. And like I'm realizing that I've seen a lot of anime movies now where the characters are just so inexplicably dumb. Like they just I think a lot of people try to like forgive the writing by saying that they're young teenagers, but like damn, some people are just
Dumb.
too forgiving, dude. And I think an example of a movie that's pretty divisive over like how much you like it is Weathering with You. Because
I've never seen it.
Weathering with You,
It's by the people who did
Kimi no Na and
Your
Your
Name.
Name. So basically, I don't even remember the premise. I'm so frustrated with it. But
it's like there's a girl that controls the weather,
yes,
and there's some love story with her and a guy. I just remember like really great food shots and shots of Tokyo. Like watching that, I was like, I'm back in Japan. This is crazy. The part that lost me was when guns got involved.
yeah.
Because the treatment of guns is like, do you know how guns work? Do you know like how any like yeah, you'll go watch the movie, you'll understand.
The plot's terrible, but it's just eye candy. Like it's literally just like a visual like glory. There's a part where they're falling through the sky,
Yeah.
which is like visually like incredible.
Breathtaking, yeah.
Yes, but the movie sucks ass. It's kind of reminds me of Belle. But
Yes.
Oh God, okay, I was in my mind, I was like, Belle, but I wasn't gonna say it.
But like,
Bell was different.
Leah's worm was so good.
so good.
So
Yeah,
good. The
so
best
good
part.
as the worm. I
The
wouldn't
best
have
worm.
wanted anyone else.
Yes,
That was the best part of the movie.
but the plot made it's kind of dog shit.
Made no fucking sense.
Noticed a lot of anime movies have characters that act in unbelievable ways.
Yeah.
Unbelievable meaning like they just completely ignore all common sense
Yeah.
and logic, and they're just so dumb.
The best part about Belle was when they had the supervillain and he started like showing off the sponsors. Was it that?
Didn't see.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was like,
But I don't think he's considered the super villain.
oh, he.
I mean,
But
okay,
he was
the
one of the antagonists.
soundtrack was really good.
Yes.
I actually listened to the Japanese version of the songs after, and I was like, I kind of prefer the English
I
version.
like both of them. I think they're so good.
They're both in my.
So
playlist.
that's good.
Bell is nice.
That I would have. I don't know.
That has some nice parts to it.
Oh. Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
The castle itself.
I would have the castle.
Oh my-
And because I have the
Oh,
door
that's
that I can go
sick.
anywhere.
Yeah, I love it.
Wow.
That is like. Do you think that house could have good Wi-Fi though? You think so?
It has to, or else you can't live in it.
How does that work?
I feel like you wouldn't be able to have good Wi-Fi.
She'll magic it.
Don't take that away from me.
Wouldn't like one of your 4 locations have the good Wi-Fi?
Oh, that's true. You probably like set up a location that has good Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, that's a good answer. But you also have Calcifer. And how much do you
like Calcifer?
Okay.
I'll feed him.
And you'd have like a little boy page helping you.
I don't like kids.
Indenture servitude.
I'm more of a Spirited Away guy. That's it.
What
Princess
would you want
Mononoke.
from Spirit? I'm a Howl's Moving Castle and Ponyo. I like Ponyo.
I can't.
Spirited Away is
So
like
good. I was either going to say Howl's Moving Castle or the Ponyo's dad's like ship underwater.
Doubt.
Oh, that's cool. The horrors of the deep scare me too much to want that, but like that's a cool answer.
What would you want from Spirited Away? Or you were just saying you
I just like Spirited Away.
Me too.
I fucking love that movie. It's a movie where I can watch and be like, God, Miyazaki didn't win a fucking like. Did he win something for that? He did. Right?
He did.
Yeah, that's like well, I was like, he fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking great.
From that world, I would want the food.
Yes.
That turns you into a pig?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'll take it.
Yeah, at the very beginning when they're eating the food, like, God damn, like that looks great. Like
Yeah.
the ramen, the pieces of meat, is fucking
The way they ate the food was like so like
crazy.
I want that. And I can't have it because I'm in
No.
America.
Ugh.
That food has such a good flop to it. Like you can see the weight of like the meat and like the little
Like the
plump
physics
things.
of everything felt
Yeah.
so
I'm
believable.
hungry.
damn.
I'm trying to think, like, really, Jody? You don't know any movie show?
Is there
or
anything
video
from Zelda?
game? I was thinking that, but I don't want anything. I really like pretty, like, things that will make me feel good. There's really not much of that, you know?
You guys haven't watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. I
No,
know.
don't spoil it.
I know.
We need to watch that.
No.
We do.
Lily's been trying to get a group together for like since forever, but eventually we're gonna watch it. That has been my favorite movie of like the last 5
Wow.
years, 5 years. Have you seen it yet?
I saw it, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
What were they talking about?
so fucking good.
I love the idea that Shortstop just has not been in a movie
Short Round?
since
Yeah.
Short Round.
Yeah.
Shortstop. I think that's from
Shortstop's a baseball
I know,
position.
but I think that's a nickname for a character from The Sandlot, right?
I wouldn't know.
Oh
Maybe.
my god, The Sandlot.
I think.
So yeah. The main character has not been in like an actual thing since like he was a kid,
Oh, wow.
and then he came back because he saw the
Well,
movie.
I heard he might have
Crazy
done
Rich Asians.
stuff in China, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. His interview was essentially like he saw Crazy Rich Asians, and he was like, maybe there's a place for me again. And he's and the director was like, we need someone who's like trilingual and can act really well. Where's that guy from Indiana Jones? That kid, what's he doing now? And he's that's how he got
so
the acting
good.
call. Yeah,
He's so
he is
good.
incredible. He will 100% get like a billion roles.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to
But
watch.
like his story is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect story. He could have written a better story.
What were they talking
Like
about?
Cantonese, Mandarin, English, and like one other Asian language. I think.
He's crazy and his acting is
like to be
amazing.
talented.
Tell
Damn.
me. Let me know.
Everything Everywhere All
I
at
want to be
Once.
there to watch. I've never wanted to rewatch a movie again,
Yeah.
but like I want to rewatch it just to be in, just look at you guys and be like, what's your reaction?
What are you guys doing tonight?
Playing Valorant.
Okay, fair.
Are you doing that for you?
Oh, it's this one.
Valorant's actually the only thing that really brings me joy.
I've grown to love or enjoy Valorant a lot.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah, it's really good.
act is it on right now? Fucking Act 6 or
4
some shit like that.
Episode
Act
4. I
four.
don't really know.
Okay, it's taking me this long to enjoy it.
Neon did it for me.
Yeah, Neon plus like I just think in general like oh god, it's taken me too long, but I've enjoyed playing with like just being in like solo queue playing with random people. Like I enjoy the environment a lot. It's really weird. I never thought I'd like it.
Yeah.
I actually thought I would hate Valorant forever.
I fucking love Valorant.
Yeah.
I think I just like the improvement of Valorant. Also, I find it very cool that when I like solo or duo, like I will run into other girls and I'm like, fuck yeah, this is cool. I love everything about Valorant.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know how much you're a loser for Valorant until like literally you'd watch a pro game and you turn over to John and be like, John, would you do that? And then you guys would just talk about it. I'd be watching. I'd be like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
we watched a lot of VCT in our
Yeah,
home.
and literally they would just be like, I wouldn't have done it that way. Would you have done it there? I'd be like, what? Hello?
It's addicting.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's fucking addicting. I'm glad I'm addicted to a game though.
I love that game. I do feel like I kind of plateaued in terms of skill. So I'm trying to find, I don't know. I'm trying to find my groove in that game again. I also feel like my eyes get strained way more easily now, which makes it difficult for me
I haven't tried it.
to super grind that game. That sucks.
I think your aim is your
Kinda
strong
don't.
suit. and just play.
I'm extremely impatient.
You should play.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel for the team all the time because that's like.
I actually like playing controller, but
Okay.
like I do need
I feel
to
like
like.
you gaslight yourself into saying that.
No, I actually do like controller. I just need to refine some of my decision making with controller a bit, and I think it'll be better. But
I'm shit with smokes. I'm literally so bad. So
I think my downfall is that I hate randoms. But then the games are significantly harder in a 5-stack, so it's like kind of like a lose-lose.
yeah. Well, that's why earlier Scar was like, "Oh, like how do you feel like solo queuing and duo queuing?" And I was like, "I feel superior mentally because these people are NPCs. They want to do the same thing every round. Doesn't matter. They have no strategy. They just want to shoot." I'm like, "You're playing the wrong game. You really are."
I just wish there was like a middle ground, because when you 5-stack, then they're like the pantheon of god gamers.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I do think like you could get really good.
yeah.
I think it's one of those games where any type of game where there's a competitive ladder where it's addictive to like grind. I always enjoy having one of those games, and then everything else could be like filled out by something else. Like that is fulfilling or satisfying for me.
I actually never solo queued. I'm curious to try now.
I thought you have.
It's fun. I think the best way to play Valor right now is
you do
with
okay.
2 or 3.
I agree. 2 for sure.
And you just even if you never talk to your teammates, which you probably should talk to your teammates, it's most fulfilling because like I don't know. I think it's really boring to play with the same stack all the time, especially if you're playing as much as I am or anyone that is as a streamer, you know.
I like 2s. I actually really wished that. So right now they have it so that 5 stacks, you can whatever 5-stack can be. It's just 25% RR lost unless there's a radiant. Then I think it's like 75.
Wow.
Yeah, huge drop off for radiant. But like for 5 stacks, I wish they would have 3 stacks. Like I wish I could 3-stack immortal, but there would be an RR loss of like maybe like I don't care 45, whatever. Because it's not like I'm grinding for a rank. It's just that 3s are so much more enjoyable of games.
It's really fun.
Versus 5s are you're literally going against people who are like about to try out for VCT. Like they're warming up for VCT and you're like they like have XX on you. Like I don't know, it's too much.
So I play 5 sometimes with you guys, and since I'm always at the bottom level, it's like me, Lily, me, Young, people like at the very bottom. Sometimes I play in the 5 stacks. I'm like, you motherfuckers brought me to like Radiant. This guy, it's fucking like actually like I don't know. Tarek is here. I'm playing against fucking Tens on the other team.
No, but you popped off in those games. Like you hit the like John would peek you and you would just hit him with the guardian. He's dead.
Some of those games are so funny, but also like I'll have games. I literally have a game where I went 10-26. And the guy dropped a 40 bomb on us. I'm just like, oh my fucking god.
I mean, those games happen.
Yeah.
No, it's like some of the times I feel like it's all just like you just can't get your morale shaken up.
No, it is. It's like as soon as you don't have the ego, you stop peeking, so then you stop making any space for your team. But
I always make space. Neon always makes space.
hell yeah,
All right.
Broden makes a little too much space.
We've talked a long time. Do you have anything else we need to say, Broden? Anything?
Wrap this baby up.
Okay, thank you guys for tuning in for our 20th episode of the season. Which, how many episodes are we having a season? Usually wraps up at 24.
I think we're treating the year as a season, so I don't know.
Oh, so we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, we're at our halfway, 1/3 way point of the year.
Oh
Scratch.
god, don't say that ever again. I can't believe it. It is. Oh god.
It's almost June.
It's episode 20 of X episodes of the year. Thank you.
Almost the year is up.
You guys enjoyed the episode.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Goodbye.
That's that's a pretty cool episode. And gonna play Apex now. Right. Ooh. Flying first class. Sky. Okay, gonna play some Apex now. Ah. You want some lo-fi in it? Yeah, but it's gonna be... Hmm. What do I do here? There. There. Is it yeah. But some lo-fi a bit. Anyways, you can still hear me. Yeah. I'm gonna play Apex and have some lo-fi chilling in the background. Got the new castle up. Yeah, ready to go. You can still hear me. I'm good. Gonna play for an hour. We're starting out dead weight. Dead weight. I'm with dead weight.
Lose together. No in between.
I haven't won yet.
Fate will be on our side, Fly Fighter.
Introducing your champion.
Didn't I see some of you in the last match? Hard to tell. At this altitude, you're all ants.
I thought we were on Olympus.
I'm Jump Master. Start winding and I'll turn this whole drop around.
Look at that. Go in there.
This spot.
Yeah, a lot from Cascade Falls. Going to checkpoint, a lot of them.
Here goes nothing.
First blood. R99 here.
Okay.
Good, we're inside.
Extended light mag here.
It's gonna be a lot of R9 loadout.
Dibs.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of R9 things. Coming out from that one. Am I lagging? Oh man. Oh, so last time I had R9 wingman. Dude, why did they get so many good loot?
Give me a sec.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. The tides of battle have changed.
Nope, nothing good here. Oh, just give me a good light mag. Light mag? Damn, that's a PK. I'd like to have a PK. Nope. Let's There's a longbow there. Okay. There's nothing in here. You gotta get good with it. Well,
Let's camp out over here.
it's a good place to loot. Why? Why am I lagging this much? Is my internet really that freaking awful?
Feel the benefit. We are inside the ring.
Can't even afford better internet, man.
Crafting. Give me a sec.
Yeah, bro. Oh, you're gonna craft this?
Looking up something nice. Give me a second.
Oh shit.
I set the portal.
We only get one grenade, one grenade. One grenade only.
G7 scout here.
It's a cool gun. Yeah, I think I'd do well with the G7. This scout. It's a 180 bullet. Dude, our Bloodhound is just not doing jack shit. He's... No, Bloodhound! My guy. No. Our Bloodhound is... Damn it.
Let's unite.
Has been eliminated.
Yeah, our Bloodhound is...
Enemy over there. Opening fire.
Attention.
Where are they at?
New kill leader. New kill leader. Watch for them.
Broken enemy shield. Broken enemy shield. Reloading. Opening fire.
Reloading. Got you. Here comes your protector. I'm recharging my ego shield. Not the one on my back.
No, 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 no. Damn it. This is a fucking awful angle. Why? Why is it that where I go it's just... Yeah. Our guy is just standing there. That sucks. We need the wind to open up that apex pack.
Broke up? Syndicate put me here to die. But I just keep on disappointing him.
Time to teach y'all a few things.
More Newcastle stuff. Just gonna be an hour. Yeah. Just gonna play for an hour and probably get good.
Introducing your champion.
Do you fear me, legends?
I'm jump master. Start whining, and I'll turn this whole drop around.
May the gods bless you.
You nothing more than a name on a list waiting to be crossed off. You and nothing. Together, we have this. To battle.
What the fuck? Just what the fuck?
Wipe him out.
Oh my god, there's a lot. We're gonna go straight to the entrance.
Beginning ring countdown.
Reinforcing my ego shield.
Ah, shit. No, got nothing from that one.
Just give me a shot
I think it's much better to turn off the low fight.
I've seen the future.
Yep. There. They say one day we'll leave this world behind.
Your champion.
To live a life you will remember.
And I'll turn this whole drop around.
London's one of my specialities. Here's a good spot to touch down.
I got your back. Let's charge. Backpack here, level 2.
Round 1. Beginning.
Okay. Blind shield. Not a good look, man. We don't have level 2s here.
Optics here. Close range.
All right, heads up. We got an enemy.
My ultimate is ready.
Kill leader eliminated.
I think they're still there.
Hey, team, we have a busted. Radio steel, we got an enemy here.
The rings are all the way ahead. Know your position.
Buster here. Get your game face going.
I'm getting shot. Not much time.
Toss the thermite.
Great job. You're the kill leader.
No, it's a nice one. Nice one. Nice, 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 nice.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Good job, team. Good job. Good job.
Light ammo here.
Attention, delivering care package.
Ooh, they